gonna fuck the sodomites in the...
Warning, Podcastrophe imminent. Join me, Dick, on a podcast about music, movies, television, all with a taste of metal. This is Podcastrophe.
Hello and welcome to Podcastrophe, episode 28. I am your host, Dick, and I am joined once again by my co-host, Tyler.
That's me. I'm the co-host.
He's the co-host. And by co-host, we're totally equal. I say this all the time. You're my partner.
Life partner.
Life partner.
He buys me stuff at the movie theater, and we hold hands in the bench seat.
The last time I sat in the bench seat, it was the worst experience of my life.
They're kind of uncomfortable.
Yeah, they are. This one had like all the cushion just cushioned out of it.
Like somebody
Too many people sat in it.
like
in
full
its
on
lifetime.
Dave Chappelle fuck yo couch. Somebody went in there and dicked down that fucking movie theater couch.
But yeah, Miranda and I can't remember what movie we went and saw, but it was like one of the first movies we saw together. And we just it was no good. It was just no good. We were so uncomfortable.
I
the
sat
whole
in one of those
fucking time.
by myself once.
Me too. I've done that. I was that asshole.
They're so uncomfortable, not just because of the amount of stuffing that they don't have, and lumbar support. We're getting old, so we got to worry about lumbar support.
I know. I have a lumbar pillow
But
live stream.
it's the weird fucking angle that you're sitting in when you sit down, because it should be completely 90 degrees perpendicular to get so you can lean back just a little bit and be comfortable. But it kicks back and puts you at that weird fucking angle where your feet are off the floor.
Yes.
We're not tall people, so when your feet are dangling.
All right. And without further ado, we have a guest today. His name is David. How are you
David.
doing?
I'm not bad.
We're already friends.
Yeah.
They're already friends. Now, David, how do I know you?
We were in a band together.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah.
I knew you. I didn't know you before that. I kind of knew you before that.
Well, we talked a little bit, and I sent you some Snapchats and stuff.
We had a very interesting internet relationship.
Yeah. If it wasn't for Mylika, it wouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
But
His girlfriend Mylika, who will probably be joining us shortly, at least
That's a badass
for the
name.
live feed. She's out getting Taco Bell, but I knew her first through our friend Laura, and so she moved down to Florida. You guys all moved down to Florida, and then out of nowhere, like, you just added me.
yeah.
I'm like, I'm pretty sure this is Mylika's boyfriend.
You're on my suggested friends. I'm like, fuck it.
Why would you come back?
He hated it.
I did not like it. She loved it there, and I feel so bad. But
They don't have snow there. Why would you come back?
I like playing music more than warmth, I guess.
Oh,
than the
fuck
sun.
that. I love warmth.
Yeah, like, I think a couple months before you moved back, like, you really started, like, snapping me and talking to me and shit, and you started showing me music, and that's when we started talking about the band you were in, and I started asking questions. I'm like, do you guys have a vocalist? Like, what's the vocals like? All that jazz, and you started describing to me, like, basically, like, my perfect band. I was like, well, if you guys need a vocalist...
Let me know.
I think at the time I was like, I wasn't really interested in doing the whole band thing again. I had just, a couple months prior to that, I had left Drench. And so I was just not...
Sorry. What the fuck is Drench?
You've never heard of Drench?
No, you never told me this.
Awesome band.
That's cool.
Awesome band. The
Prick.
music's
Okay.
so kick-ass. I wish it would have worked
I'm
up.
sorry.
I wish it would have worked better. I wish I would have worked better for them.
You're a piece of shit.
Asshole.
I am. That's why I left. I was the problem, and I knew it. But no, I didn't really want to be in a band. But I was like, you know, if you guys need a vocalist, I'll see what's up. So I started hanging out with them, and shortly after that, you finally moved back, and we all started hanging out.
It was
All
a cool
started
time.
jamming. It was like a couple. I've already told this whole story on an earlier episode, but it took me forever to finally get like a vocal set up. And literally the first time I had a vocal set up.
Yeah, that day sucked.
That day did suck. The first practice we had where I had a vocal setup was the last practice we had.
Dude, I felt so bad because you were just like hanging out, just listen. I'm like, I'm sorry.
I had fun.
I mean, it was cool playing covers and shit.
Oh yeah,
like Pantera was great.
I really enjoyed screaming "Walk" and "Symphony of Destruction" and shit, and occasionally screaming some "Lamb of God" and shit. But it is what it is. What was going through your mind when Damien threw down his guitar? Like, okay, explain the events that.
Yeah, I want to hear this story from a different perspective.
All right,
Yes.
So it was a pretty cluttered garage.
Yes.
And Thomas has his nephew, and he was really into it, and we all thought it was cool, but he was always just kind of in the way.
Right.
And he was like, just do this, do that. He's like, David, headbang. And I was like, and Thomas was like, dude, just go away.
Fuck off.
Yeah, right.
He would literally say, "Hey, fuck off."
Hey, fuck off there, pal.
That's like one of our favorite things to say.
And
Hey, fuck off.
well, we had Taco Bell beforehand, and there was just like this dresser just right behind Damien's amp, and I set it there, and Thomas's nephew like knocked it over, and I don't think it got his amp wet.
It didn't even get on anything. It barely like misted some of his stuff.
And then it kind of went around the fucking his distortion pedal, but like him and Thomas had been at it for like so long, and I don't know. I think he just was like,
That was
I'm
the
fucking
straw.
done.
That was the straw that broke the camel's back.
Yes. Yeah, because I remember we had just got done playing, and you were about ready to do something, or somebody was. Oh no, I was about to play some guitar because I was in the mood to fucking play guitar.
yeah, that's
and
right.
we had just got done, and that happened, and Damien's just standing there, calm before the storm.
Right, and I was like, because I looked at him, I'm like, dude, what the fuck, you know? And then he just like took his guitar off, slammed it on the ground, picked it back up, and did it again. I'm like,
And I'm just staring at you like, what the fuck is happening?
the first thing that went in my mind was like, dude, I'm sorry. I was like, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry you got to be here for this. But yeah, that was awkward.
And that was also the moment I remember Thomas. He was like, yeah, I guess it's on you if you want to keep this going.
That wasn't fair.
Huh?
I don't think that was fair. Sorry, Thomas. I love you, man, but
That is what it is. I didn't care. I straight up told him, I was like,
I don't want to do this anymore.
I told him, I was like, I got my podcast. This is like a week or two before I started the podcast.
Right.
And I was like, I got this coming up, and I'm good with that.
I was gonna wear my I see you got an Ultimate Warrior cup right
Yes. Shout out to my lovely girlfriend for ordering this awesome Ultimate Warrior pint glass. I love it. Thank you so much, and I love you.
there. Mylika's brother last Christmas got me a Macho Man Randy Savage.
Oh,
Fuck
awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, and I was gonna wear it today, but I decided against it, and I fucking should have.
It sometimes happens.
Speaking of Macho Man, remember like in the 90s when we were kids and Macho Man was doing all the Slim Jim commercials?
Oh yeah,
And then the WWE or F or C or
whatever the fuck.
Worldwide,
WCW.
Prestige Worldwide, whatever the fuck it was.
Prestige Worldwide.
the wrestling dolls came out.
Yeah.
They were like little they were like the precursor to the fucking Funko Pops.
Yeah.
They always looked really distorted and fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
But the Macho Man one was like the most badass one you could get.
Yeah.
I fucking had one and somebody stole it and I beat the fuck out of that kid.
Good.
Yeah, fuck him.
And
Yeah,
who,
fuck
yeah,
him.
fuck
you know,
that
do you
guy.
remember his name? We're going to call him out.
I don't. Luke. I think it was Luke.
Fuck you, Luke.
Yeah,
You're
fuck
fucking
you,
dick.
Luke.
I don't even remember his last name because I
You
think I
fuck.
left that school that year. But yeah, I beat
you're
the
a
fuck out
fuck.
of him for taking my Macho Man doll.
You're
fuck
a fuck,
him.
and I hope nobody likes you still to
See-
this day. Fuck you.
But you know, there's so much cool shit like that from the '90s that we don't have anymore.
Thomas my best friend, the drummer of the band we were in,
Mm-hmm.
we were so into wrestling growing up. We were like, that's what we're gonna fucking do.
Well, you know, we have a podcast on this network, and I'm about to cheaply plug it. It's called Journey into Wrestling, every other Wednesday on the Journey into Comics Network, hosted by Nate Phillips and Brandon Stone. Go on.
We're gonna get good at these fucking plugs one
hell
of these
yeah.
days.
Hell yeah, man.
Hell yeah, man.
Well, he had a trampoline in his backyard.
That's where it always starts.
Right.
Oh,
and what was it? It was TCW is what we called it. Trampoline Championship Wrestling.
Hell yeah.
And we would literally just beat the fuck out of each other. Like, I think he hit me in the face with a steel chair one time. Like in the head, not the face. But
You took it like a champ.
no, I'm pretty sure I cried because we were like in the 4th grade.
Tears.
There's
They
no,
happened.
There's no crying in wrestling.
But no, and then, fucking Thomas, like when you said, like, no one has that shit, I don't know if he still has it, but he used to have a tote full of fucking, like, toy wrestlers.
Hell yeah.
I know he still has his fucking wrestling belts that he had back then. I remember I bought him a WCW one.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck yeah.
But, yeah.
Very nice. Have you guys started drinking this beer yet?
I'm about a quarter of the way through it.
Okay.
It's very nice.
This is, we are drinking Dank Candy by 450 North.
It's very dank.
I'm gonna read the description.
Go for it. I bought this on Sunday when I exercised my rights.
We're regular Americans now.
Yeah,
we can buy beer on Sunday.
Yeah, it's
America.
great.
But it's a dank double IPA series. Enter the hidden realm of the humulus lupulus. Sorry, I had some condensation. 450 North ushers in the age of dank candy. Our year-round double IPA series contains ample amounts of juicy, resinous hops. Each can in the series packs a different hop blend, creating a rainbow of flavors to taste and explore.
Awesome.
Brewed by 450 North.
Hell yeah. Yeah, on Sunday, I wasn't even going to get beer, but I decided, because I have so much beer already here that I need to drink. That's why I'm trying to drink more on the podcast, because that's really the only time I drink outside of parties and shows and stuff.
Yeah, I don't really drink at my house.
But I went ahead and I decided I'm gonna go see what the liquor store has, anything new, and they didn't. So I decided to I supported both of my favorite breweries, 450 North being my new favorite brewery, or one of the two, and Three Floyds being the other. I went ahead and got some Floyd Division 4, which I'm a huge fan of. You're getting your ID out to prove
Okay.
you're 21.
Well, I was going to let you finish your story. Like, go ahead, finish, and then...
Oh, no, that's it.
Okay, well, I also went and bought alcohol this past Sunday.
Uh-huh.
And then I was in line at Walmart, and my ID is significantly different than what I look like right now.
Yes, let me hold that up. Oh, no. What just happened?
I told you, man, there's a ghost in your house.
What just happened?
Is it still recording?
I hope it's still recording. What the fuck just happened? That was really
mine's the
weird.
same way, except mine's not the vertical one.
Holy shit.
I think mine's like 3 years old.
That was super weird. I hope it didn't fuck up. Sorry, live feed. That was
What the hell's going on, man?
super weird. All right, let's see
Yes.
this ID, and I'm gonna show the camera. I'll license.
You're not in front of the camera.
There you
You're
are.
in front of the camera now.
is. Yeah, that's David at what age?
19. I waited way too long to get my
You're a
license.
child.
Yeah. Anyway, lady at Walmart, she was like, do you have any other form of ID? I'm like,
Did the light go off?
yeah, it flickered.
Holy shit, that was weird. Okay, sorry, go on.
But I was like, no, but I can go shave my beard real quick if you want me to.
You have the supplies. You are Walmart. You have everything.
Holy shit, man.
Stop
See-
showing me that. I don't
Yeah,
want to see that.
Show mine.
Oh, God.
See, beards just...
This is back when I was an Adonis, and I was a beautiful human being.
Yeah, that is Tyler.
That's cool.
That's 16.
That's 16.
You can just walk in here whenever you want. It's your house. That's fine.
Mylika has arrived. What's up?
I sent you a text. I said I'm coming in. Don't shoot.
Oh. You we are live streaming, and you have a microphone if you so choose to join.
Thank you for this, but I probably won't drink it.
Mylika is back from her Taco Bell run.
Can I sit down?
Where's my bathroom?
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and we're recording. My bathroom is right. If you want to, you go ahead and use my bedroom bathroom. Go for it.
It's to the left as soon as you go in.
I'm gonna get in on this beer. I haven't drank it yet. So.
Oh, so you haven't tasted it at all?
No, that's what. That's why I was asking you guys. What do you guys think?
You can go first, or I can go first. It don't
I'll
matter.
let you go first.
It definitely hits you right in the taste buds with, like a cascade of hop right out of the gate.
Cascade
I agree.
of hop.
And
A cascade.
I think for a lot of people that might be getting into the whole IPA conundrum, it might be too much hop. You know, because a lot of times, you know, especially me, like getting into the whole craft brew thing, a lot of times I buy shit just because the labeling in the can or the bottle looks really cool.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, 450 always fucking brings it home with their
definitely.
labels. But for somebody that just bought this off the shelf, not knowing what it was, a double IPA might be way too much for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's not too heavy. I don't have to chew it. Smells good, tastes good. I'm gonna use a little bit of Brews with Dudes lingo. It's juicy.
Oh yeah.
What is that I'm tasting? Like, what flavor? It's like
I haven't tasted it yet.
almost like a... I want to say grapefruit, but I could be wrong.
At the beginning or the end?
At the beginning.
I would agree that it's grapefruit. But nothing on the can
Says. It doesn't say.
is... I mean, there's no... I mean, obviously, I don't know what blend of hops they're using, but there's no citrus anything.
Right.
So it's kind of
Smells good.
interesting.
I'm going in. I'm
Do
going
it.
in for the kill.
Going
Do it.
deep.
Shout out to Brews with Dudes, Nick Maxon. Every Saturday.
Dude, I'm so awkward. I'm sorry.
We're all awkward. We're doing a podcast.
This is my first podcast I've ever done.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm glad to finally have you on. You were supposed to be on about a month or so ago, I think.
Yeah, my when we got that ice, I don't know. You know where Navajo is over by. All right, well that curve that goes around the police station, I was going too fast and I slid into the curve and I bent my rim.
Damn.
So I had to go all the way to pick apart to get another rim. So
It happens. It happens. You
I
know?
felt so bad. I'm like, dude, I want to talk about cocaine and pineapples. That sounds great.
Yes. Yeah. That was that
That
episode.
was the
Yeah, it was.
Pineapples episode.
Because I watched
was a
it 'cause
fun
I was
episode.
pissed because I couldn't fucking be there, so I figured I'd watch
Well, we're
it.
glad
Yeah.
to have you on today.
Oh, definitely.
Thank you.
Do you get the grapefruit?
Let me taste it again.
I said you were going in for the kill, and
I
you
went
took
in
a sip.
I did go in for the kill. Well, I'm not gonna fucking take it down the drain.
Do
Damn.
it.
Gulp it.
Yeah, I don't know. It tastes like an IPA to me.
I get
That's
the
what I'm
I get
getting.
the grapefruit at the front, and then there's no, you know, with a lot of beers that have like really citrusy hops, there's like a citrus aftertaste. I don't get that with this, but I definitely get the grapefruit at the beginning.
Yeah, I'm getting that.
I was afraid I was going to be wrong.
Well,
I was so afraid I was going to be wrong.
That's the cool thing about it though, is all of our palates are so different. You know, unless it's something extremely bland and flavorless, we're all going to taste a little bit of something different. So, but yeah, I like it. It's obviously, you know, most of the IPAs, especially the ones that I've tried on the show, are not shit that I drink every day. I don't drink every day anyway anymore.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I definitely kick back one of these every now and then.
I still think that's so weird that the light
Just
flickered.
ghosted everything.
Dude,
Yeah.
I told you there's a ghost in your house.
It was well, you know, we.
You know, you're talking, but no one can see you. You should get in here.
No one can see you, Mylika. No one can hear you because the mic.
I'm going to get up close and personal
you're
with
that
you,
cool.
buddy.
microphone on.
Sit in my lap if you want.
Dude, I'm down with that.
But while we're talking about beer,
Yeah.
I took a trip to Bloomington this past Saturday to see my sister, spend the day and hang out and do that whole thing.
Yeah.
We ate lunch at a place called BJ's Breweries.
BJ's.
I was trying to tell Nick about that That's why I asked you where you went.
So I had never been there. My sister said it was really good. Her and her boyfriend go in there for lunch all the time. But apparently it's a chain that's in the Midwest. There's a couple locations around Indianapolis in the suburbs. I'd never heard of it.
This is my first time ever hearing about it.
But I'm going to pull up their beer list. I tried 2 of their beers. I liked them both. Their food was fucking fantastic. But one of their beers won a national award 2 years ago. And that's why I wanted to pull it up. It's actually BJ's Brew House, not BJ's Breweries. I'm an idiot. But, yeah, it was really surprising that a chain-type place like that actually had something that I enjoyed. Because normally I'm anti-chain restaurants.
Yeah.
So, you can talk while I find this list.
You guys ever been to TC's?
Mm-hmm.
TC's.
I fucking love
It's
TC's.
in Battleground.
It's garbage.
Oh, I haven't.
Okay,
I
well, you
haven't.
eat chicken fingers. Okay.
So
I got a quote for it.
So Indiana, we're the gold standard of pork tenderloins.
Yes.
And we're the gold standard of pork tenderloins because of the amount of German immigrants that we had when our state was founded.
Mm-hmm.
A pork tenderloin is literally a schnitzel sandwich. So, little fun fact backstory for you there. But in my opinion, TC's has the best fucking pork tenderloin in Indiana.
Isn't that what you got?
Yeah.
Okay, but
Their potato skins were nice.
you ever had them?
Potato
Yeah,
skins
oh
were
yeah, I've had
good.
everything on that menu.
Dude, their New York fucking their New York strip is what it is phenomenal. I think it's 8 ounces.
I am personally a giant fan of Grindstone Charlie's.
I've never been there.
Grindstone has a good one
Go there.
for a chain restaurant. Nine Irish Brothers was actually voted the number.
I've had
one,
that one, too. That was
the
good.
number 1 pork tenderloin in Indiana.
That
like
was
the last
that one's
3
really
years.
good.
I've been there one time.
The Nine Ash Brother that one's really good. But I prefer Grindstone Charlie's. And our good friend Brett Maxwell, who frequently guests on Brews with Dudes, he works at Grindstone Charlie's, and he hooks me up every year at the Taste of Tippecanoe at the Grindstone Charlie's tent. He's like, "Hey, if you give me 2 tickets, I will give you like a lot of pork tenderloin." And I'm like, I'm okay with this because I don't want to eat anything else here.
You guys ever been to Fall Fest over in Earl Park?
No, I have
No?
not.
They have a great tenderloin there. Do you know where Earl Park is?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they have every year they have this thing where just a bunch of people get together, hang out, they camp, and I think it's a whole weekend, and then they also have like a derby and like tractor pulls, all that gay shit like that. Okay, I don't use microphones, so both of them have been like,
Hey,
get close with the microphone. So, like, I'm a bassist. I don't sing.
Yep.
So,
There is a sticker for that. You want to go ahead and grab that sticker over there?
yeah, babe, you want to grab that for me? It's right
There's a sticker.
It's
It's a PSA about.
How many times are we going to pull this sticker out on the podcast?
Have we done this
Every
before?
damn
Yeah, oh
time.
yeah, we have.
There's a
You did it when the Chips were here.
PSA. Your bass player is a useless cunt. That's yours.
I don't think you're
Thank you,
useless,
buddy.
baby.
I don't think when we were in
I'm gonna put it on
Umbris,
the car.
that was the name.
Oh, yeah.
That was the name we came up with when it was called an Umbris. It's Latin. I think, if I remember right, it's like within a shadow or some shit like that. It's kind
I
of,
thought it was like in darkness or something.
that's cooler.
It's Latin. It means 1,000 different things.
Yeah.
True. It could mean we suck dicks.
It could mean lots of dicks. A maelstrom of dicks.
Cocks dicks.
Cox.
So I got this list pulled up,
Okay.
and they have hold on. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. They have 15 different beers that they make in-house. On their beer list, I can't remember which one won the award, but it was a national award, which was kind of cool. But I tried the Harvest Hefeweizen and the Jeremiah Red. I'm a big fan of Reds.
Yeah. I am not.
Both of them were really, really good. Have you ever had a Hefeweizen?
Nope.
So a Hefeweizen is a German beer. Most people say Hefeweizen.
No, the W is yeah.
We're in America. People don't say shit right.
America.
But
We suck.
a lot of times with Hefeweizens that don't come out of Germany, they're way too banana-y, if that's an adjective or adverb or English language.
I'm allowing it.
But it was really good. It was really subtle. A lot of times Hefeweizens get confused, and people think that it's actually a banana beer.
Mhm.
It's just a fucking miracle that you get banana out of it, but there's always banana taste.
I need to start drinking more beer because that sounds kind of great.
Does anybody here know an Andy Fitzgerald?
I do. That's my good buddy Andy.
Right on.
What's
Hello,
up,
Andy.
my dude?
Welcome to the live feed, Andy, and I hope you enjoyed the show.
What'd he say?
He says, "What's up, guys and gal?"
Can you tag people while you're in the said podcast?
Yeah. Well, Well, I'm not gonna do it,
I can do it.
but you can go
Or
for
you
it.
can do it.
My phone is dead.
yeah,
because
for-
I'm never on my phone.
For those watching live, please feel free to comment, ask us questions, say shit to us, talk shit, whatever. We're here for you.
We're here for you.
We're here for you and your entertainment, and we might tell you to fuck off. Who knows?
not entertained?
Most likely, we're gonna tell you.
Most likely, we're going to tell you to fuck off because that's what we do here. Fuck off. So I had an interesting thing come in the mail yesterday.
Was it a bag of dicks?
I've yet to receive a bag of
Louis
dicks.
C.K.
My good friend Travis Wilson, who may or may not be watching, sent me a bag of dicks last year, and I ate that bag of dicks.
I sent
An edible bag of dick. Bag of dicks.
Well,
bad.
they're like gummy bears, but they're dicks.
I discovered this thing called Ship a Dick. And okay, so let's preface this a little bit. I have a friend who lives in Milwaukee. Her name is Erica.
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee.
Get out.
I've known her about 6 years now. Never met her in person.
Internet friends are the best.
Internet friend. And I slowly infiltrated her friends that I still haven't met either. But so
So you're just a friend leech.
yes.
All right.
2 years ago, she posted a thing called Potato Parcel, where you can send somebody a potato with a message on it.
Like taped to it or
like carved.
engraved into it.
I'm gonna try to find this while I am talking about it. No, it's like literally printed on it.
All right.
But yeah, so I was like, "Yep, I'm doing this," and I did it. Where is it?
Was that your whole story?
Nope. There it is. So
I
That is-
found this and I did
that
it.
is the. I can't remember what I. Oh yeah, I said I believe. I put on the message for it. I said I believe in a thing called love.
Is that a darkness reference?
Yes, and then I also put my face with just a mustache.
Fuck yeah.
I will show the live feed here.
See,
That is the potato, if you can see it really well. And that is my friend Erica. She's hilarious. So I can't remember if. So between that and then later on when I found Ship a Dick, she didn't change addresses, so I still had her address.
Okay.
And I discovered Ship a Dick. So I sent her this big ass dick that had a beard on. They have options for dicks to send.
I have a feeling I know where this is going.
You can customize your dick.
And I sent her this big ass fucking cardboard penis with a beard on it. And I can't remember what the message I put on it was, but yeah, I shipped her a dick.
Okay, so that's not what I thought I was going.
No.
Because you said, like, this was her address, so I thought you sent it to someone else. Like,
Oh no, she got it. She got it.
She received the dick.
She received the D. Sorry, Miranda. I sent another girl a dick a couple years ago. I think it was it was either last year. No, it might have been last year. I don't know. Either way, it was funny.
If you pledge $100 to the Journey into Comics Patreon, you get a combo pack of our dicks.
Yeah, molded, life size.
Does it like Spencer's have that? You used to work at Spencer's. Did they have like a thing where you can
They
mold
have
your
a
dicks?
thing you can mold. It's called a mimic your man or something.
Oh my god!
And you can make a dildo from your man's penis.
That is
It's
super
genius.
intriguing.
So
See,
we're
with
totally
that-
going to send that to her, right?
With that $100,
I'm not gonna send it to Erica. No, maybe my girlfriend.
with that $100,
If she wants one.
you get his dick, and then since mine's so small, it's like a buy one get one combo pack.
Yeah, yours like the teaser,
It's like the tickler.
the tickler. Yeah.
I told you we were going to talk about
There
dicks.
were-
You know,
One of the
we'll put a
toys
little
named that,
vibrator
too.
thing on it, so, you know, it might help a little.
Fair enough.
But no, I received something in the mail the other day. I pre-ordered this a while ago. It's still in the plastic, but I got the Thor Ragnarok pre-ordered steelbook
Cool.
from Best Buy, and I'm just gonna go ahead and take it out of the plastic. And...
Fuck Best Buy.
That movie is great, by the way.
Oh yes, this
It is
movie
great.
was absolutely fantastic, and I suck. So I need
You're
a knife.
such a piece of
I
shit.
need a knife for plastic because
Use your teeth like a man.
I got my nails the other day. Okay,
Dude, Captain America.
What does it have to do with your teeth?
because I don't like doing that.
All right.
That's my answer.
He
I'm
likes
sticking
his
with it.
teeth, okay?
I always hate how, like, especially with the steel books, they put that stupid paper around it.
Yeah,
I don't want that fucking paper.
I just want the steel, bro.
I'm gonna use that.
Yeah.
You just want the steel,
live
bro.
feed. Here you go. This is the Thor Ragnarok steelbook. Backside has just the helmet, and I have a digital copy. Sweet. Yep. There you go. There you have it. I think this is the 4K Blu-ray version as well.
I like
Yep.
that a lot. It's really nice.
It should tell you on the disc if it is.
It is.
What was the name of that movie that we watched? It was I swear I was like,
What movie?
it was metal. It was about metal and then demons. It was a Gorgasm,
Deathgasm.
Deathgasm.
Oh yeah, Deathgasm.
Have you seen it?
Oh my god.
It's
You
fucking
have
great.
to fucking
I know
watch
about
it.
it, though.
Remember when I said like, you know, it's about the steel, bro. They have a thing where their handshake is here. They go like this. Oh my bad.
All
And
right.
they do that, and they're like Brotherhood of Steel. And
Hell
I think
yeah.
that's so fucking sick.
Hell yeah.
That's so awesome. Anyway, we're off topic. Sorry.
No, that's
There is no
There
topic.
is no topic.
See, I'm awkward. I'm awkward as shit.
Well, he's a piece of shit, so it all
yeah,
fits.
it all works out.
We're all pieces of shit in our own way.
That's right.
It's all dicks in the end.
My favorite thing, the best thing to come out of anything is dick gravy. It is the best thing in the world.
I've
I'm
I
so
heard
proud of you.
a lot of people are a fan of Dick Gravy, and it's the best thing to come out of any. It is the best thing to come out.
I'm so proud
I
of
see
you.
what you did. I see what you did there, pal. Oh, you're a bad one there, pal. Woo,
Yeah.
woo wee.
Dick Gravy, that was a fun one. So in 2012, after my first band broke up, I decided to go ahead and make it wasn't like a vocalist page. It was more just like anything media that I do. Like I used it to share like any Photoshop creations I made. I used any vocal covers. It ended up being mostly vocal covers, but yeah, Dick Gravy. So I was just desperately trying to find like a name for the page that was unique and that people could relate to me in their minds.
Sorry, go on.
I went ahead. Yeah, it's okay. I went ahead and used my name, and then I used my Xbox Live gamer tag and PSN gamer or PSN
You can just
PSN
say gamer
account.
tag and
gamer
it covers
tag.
both of them.
Yeah, I don't like saying gamer tag for PSN.
I think it's just like what they call his PSN account.
Both of them, it's smothered in gravy, and so I just decided to combine them, and it just ended up being like a cum reference. Yay, semen. Dick Gravy.
Damien's gamer tag, I think it's on Xbox. It's called Scurvy Burrito.
Hell yeah.
Scurvy Burrito.
I remember back in the day of original Xbox.
Like the arcade version. I think the first Xbox.
The very first Xbox.
Okay. I still have one of those.
When the Xbox Live was barely a thing. You had a system link. Do you remember system linking?
No, because when I had mine, when it first came out, I never had Xbox Live, so I had no idea.
Either. We had we had to do LAN parties where we would.
I was all about the land.
Oh hell yeah! Where we would take multiple. We would all bring our Xboxes to one house, hook them up to a router,
Right.
and then we could play Halo on separate screens.
Okay. Me and Thomas did that a lot.
Yeah, and so if we were playing on like a friend's Xbox, we didn't have like profiles created or whatever, so you could randomly generate a name.
Right.
So I saw some of the best names. One was like Gorilla Herpes. That came up.
So did they like have like
Dog Bomb. I love that one.
So they didn't like they had it to where you could just put whatever you want,
Yes.
and they didn't care.
Mm-hmm.
That's great.
That was back before like games recognized words for what they were.
Right.
Now I can't play a Pokemon game and name my character Faggot. Like,
Yeah.
oh no, you used a curse word.
See, that's what I love about old consoles.
I know, like
Old
you
consoles
could
are great.
Just do whatever the fuck you wanted on them. Like name your rival Assface.
Are any of you guys fans of like the Legend of Zelda series at all?
Yeah.
I've never played it.
All right, well, fuck you.
See?
No
Fucking
offense.
finally! He wants to scream at me all the time because I don't know.
I mean,
fucking Zelda.
I don't
I
yell
don't-
at you about it.
I've just never had any desire to play.
I'm not yelling!
Well, there's like a part in the first, well, not the first one. It's the first one for the N64.
Yeah,
Ocarina of
Ocarina of
Time.
Time.
Okay. Well, and there's a part when you meet Princess Zelda at the castle, and you tell
Oh, I
her.
thought you played as Zelda.
No. Oh,
I'm kidding.
Okay.
Get the
Okay.
fuck out. Kidding. You play as Link. I get it. I know.
Okay.
It's a joke.
I was like, oh my
Laugh.
god, he's gonna freak out.
Triggered!
Shit. No. There's a part where she's like, that name sounds somehow familiar, and like, I would always name my character Slut. So she's like, Slut. Like people call me that all the time. But those games are fucking great. Besides Skyward Sword, fuck you, Skyward Sword. You're a piece of shit.
I've heard Skyward Sword was actually a good one.
The game was cool, but it was shit because it was on the Wii.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair.
I-
fair.
It was. I think it's like I never finished it, so I'm pretty sure it's like the
Me either.
making of the Master Sword. I think that's what that is.
Mm-hmm.
But
Interesting.
no, Twilight Princess, hands down my favorite.
That's my favorite.
Maybe
too.
that's the one I'm thinking. I'm thinking of Twilight Princess is the one everybody says is
Well,
really good.
because you get the fucking like a sword fight with Ganondorf, and like in any of the other ones, if I remember right, you don't have like a full on sword fight with them, and that's fucking great. And you also fight Princess Zelda because you like possesses her or some shit.
And you can become a wolf, which is really
Yes.
cool.
That shit's rad.
Transfiguration is always cool.
Yeah.
Harry Potter.
Oh my god.
For
Did
life.
you see that they released the preview for the Harry Potter game on the mobile app store today?
No.
They released it so you can like pre-register for it. I'm very excited. It's gonna be so cool. You can choose your house and all your friends.
What game is this? Is this like
It's a Harry Potter. It's like Pokemon Go.
Go. Oh, that one,
But
okay.
Harry Potter.
okay?
Is this going to be bigger than Pokemon Go?
I guarantee it.
I don't know. Pokemon Go is
It's already.
fucking
It's got to
huge.
pre-register just to download the app.
I finally
Pokemon Go.
deleted Pokemon Go.
I think I had Pokemon Go for like a month, and then I'm like, I don't
When we
leave
were
my
in Florida,
room.
we didn't even walk. We would drive to go find things
Yep.
for Pokemon because we were so fucking lazy.
We were doing the same shit.
I had this cool thing called fucking Campus, and I would go out at like 2:00 in the morning. There'd be everyone would be out. Dave Linder, previous guest on
And
the
our
show,
good friend.
and our good friend. I ran into him one time on campus.
What are you doing, dude, bro?
Dude,
Catching
bro.
Pokemon, bro. But no, I finally deleted that. It's whatever.
Didn't like I don't know if I'm right about this, but didn't a lot of people get hurt doing that shit?
Oh yeah, people get hurt doing everything. That's called natural selection.
Right.
Breaking into the zombie dust. 'Tis time.
Zombie dust
gonna
is good.
get wasty pants.
See that's what I was.
I have to drink my beer.
Dick messaged me. He's like, "Dude, do you like craft beer?" I was like,
I couldn't remember.
I was like, "Fuck yeah, I like craft beer."
I just like beer.
I couldn't remember if you did or not.
And I was talking to Mylika. I was like, "I'm gonna get fucking wasted."
He probably isn't. He never does.
It depends on if I want to offer any more beer.
Right, but see, that's also right.
Do you want another? Are you done with that?
Yeah, I'm empty.
You want another?
Fucking of course.
Talk.
Yes, Massa, I
Sorry.
does it for you. You want me to
I'll
shine
take
your
a zombie
shoes?
dust. Thank you. I should have asked before, and now I feel like an asshole. I was like, I'm going to get so wasted, but I was like,
Don't feel bad.
thank you.
Feel glad.
Anyway,
Delayed.
while he's off doing God knows what.
What is that smoking out of your room, Dick? That's a humidifier. Okay. He said it's a humidifier, guys. That's what he said.
There's no fire.
His house isn't on fire.
I decided to go with an anti-hero.
I've never heard of that.
Have you had zombie dust? Ever?
Yeah, we had it when we went to go see 36 Crazy Fists, didn't we? They had it at the bar.
Yeah, they did. I remember that.
That was a great time.
Anti-hero's good. I like it.
This was one of the first beers I tried on Brews with Dudes.
I feel like for me, if I had, like, if an anti-hero was in a tall boy like this delicious dank candy was, I wouldn't like it as much. I feel like it would be too much.
Yeah.
But when it's in the 12-ounce cans, fuck yeah.
Yeah. Anti-Hero is by Revolution Brewing. I've had a few of their beers, but this is the only one I've truly loved.
Did you like any of the other ones?
Yeah, I liked Amarillo Hero.
Amarillo.
We had Death's Tar, I believe, on the precursor to Drunkastrophe.
Was that the one that I
Podcastrophe?
refused to drink because it was
It was
bourbon?
the red and black can.
Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah, that was crazy. Nate Phillips has joined the live feed chat. He asked who the guests are. Today we have David Gunyon.
Hello.
That's how you say your name.
Yeah,
right?
Gunyon.
Gunyon.
See,
Gunyon
other
boy.
people would say, like, Gunyon. I'm like,
Gunyon.
I'm not,
Yeah.
I like that. Gunyon.
you know,
Has he told you what I intend to do with our last names if we get married?
Let's hear it.
Okay, so my last name is Ross.
Yeah.
His last name starts with a G. I want us to be Mr. and Mrs. Gross. He won't allow it, and
Hell
I'm gonna
yeah.
do
David.
it behind his back.
Embrace
David.
this.
Embrace.
Just let it happen.
See?
Embrace.
Mr. and Mrs. Gross.
I don't know, man.
You know, it's not too often the woman wants this.
Right.
Wants something silly and crazy.
Our kids are gonna get beat up in the parking lot of the schoolyard for being.
See, that's why I don't want to. If we have kids.
Okay. Our kids are
David, it
kick-ass.
builds character.
Right. Your kids getting their ass kicked builds character.
It
Remember
does.
that, guys.
It really does.
Which kind of, that might segue into a topic we were going to talk
we
about.
have a lot to talk about this topic.
Do we want to get into it right now, or
I'm okay with doing it right now.
because it might kill the mood? But whatever.
No, it's a positive.
It
and
is-
then
it
a
is.
negative, and then it goes back positive again.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're gonna go ahead and get into it. Nate Phillips. By the way, the other guest is Miss Mylika.
I actually know Nate. Hi, Nate.
You know Nate Phillips?
I think I knew one of his ex-girlfriends.
What? He's
Sorry,
not
dude.
from here, just for the record.
See, I
Maybe
know.
not then. I know
there's
a
another
Nate
Nate
Phillips.
that's around
Oh,
here.
he's
Is he
from-
a really skinny guy?
Yeah. No.
No, this guy is he's from Illinois, and he lives up in Hammond-ish,
I've been to Hammond.
somewhere around there.
I went there. I went to Cabela's one time. That was cool.
But anyway, so there was a video that you shared earlier this week.
Do we want to play it?
No,
could
I'm
you
not gonna
play it?
play it. I'm not gonna. It's too long.
Alright,
It's
that's
too
fine.
long. I'm not gonna fuck with it.
So the video is a dad in his pickup following behind his son, who he's making run to school
Every day for a week.
every day for a week because he was bullying kids on the school bus and basically being a piece of shit.
Okay, I think I saw that. I saw.
I shared
linked
it.
to it. I think that's what it was.
I shared
yeah.
it, and
Anyway.
So this is important to me. I'm a parent. I'm a husband. I'm a human being and a citizen of this nation. And we don't fucking discipline our kids. And there's thousands upon thousands of people that would watch that video today and say, well, that's abuse. Blah, blah, blah. All the bullshit. That is fucking character building at its finest.
yeah,
You
and-
fucking pick on people that aren't strong enough to defend themselves. Well, here's your fucking consequence. Fucking pound pavement and run your ass to school. And what's cool about the video is he's not just making his kid run to school. He's making his kid run to school in the rain.
that's just the day. That just happens to be the day he decides to
Film it.
Film it.
So, you want to be a shithead? Well, go fucking run to school. How do you
Yeah.
feel about this?
Okay.
And the dad in
Okay.
the video is like, say whatever you want. This is healthy punishment.
You know,
He's fucking exercising.
You know
yeah,
what, dude?
he says, and if you have a problem with this, you probably need to take a lap yourself.
Yeah.
That guy is fucking awesome.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
Cheers to you, buddy.
Hell yeah.
Cheers to you, man.
But see, and that's the sad thing, and this is
Talk about
I got him. Not a sponsor.
the old
Not a
fucking
sponsor.
T-Bell. But I don't understand why it is such a problem in society today, and this is worldwide. It's not just here. Why we can't discipline our kids?
yeah.
You know, obviously I don't condone somebody beating the shit out of their kids, because that's not discipline.
Right.
That's beating the shit out of your kids. But when I was a kid, I got my ass beat with the belt, the extension cord, the fucking vacuum cleaner cord. I had to go get my own switch.
And it was never good enough.
It was never good enough. Not one fucking time was it good enough. But it taught me that if I did something wrong and I got my ass cracked with that switch, I didn't do that wrong thing ever again.
yeah.
Because you don't want to get your ass beat again.
No.
Right.
And I didn't go to school with bruises, and I didn't get my nose broken, and all this shit that media especially blows this shit out of proportion.
Yeah.
You can't spank your kids, especially in public. You'll go to fucking jail. But I'm not a degenerate. I go to work every day. I'm not fucking in a meth house right now. You know, because
you're not fucking, and you're not in a meth house. You're right.
because I didn't get because I got my ass beat. What is wrong with that? I don't get it.
There's nothing wrong
You know,
with
okay,
spanking
so
your kids if they deserve it.
I'm right
We're
in
gonna
the
have
middle.
an issue.
I'm right in the middle on the issue, except leaning more towards spanking. So we were kind of having a conversation earlier about disciplining dogs.
Absolutely.
And different kids, much different dogs, respond to different forms of discipline.
Mm-hmm.
So different forms of any praise or discipline.
People forget that we're all animals. This is all ingrained in our mind. We're either going to respond to reward stimulus or discipline stimulus.
Yeah.
It's either one or the other. There's no in between.
Mm-hmm.
And the more intelligent a child or a pet or anything is, the more it knows, hey, if I don't do something bad, I don't get my ass beat.
Yes.
Or, hey, if I do something good, I might get a toy at the store, or I might get a treat.
Yeah.
Different
You're
kids
bribing your
respond.
children.
Well, it's not
To be
bribe.
good?
It's not bribing, but think about it. If you do something that you accomplish, you reward yourself.
Yeah, and be it
It's the human condition.
that's
That's how it is.
rewarding with materialistically or with praise.
Right.
Some different kids respond differently to discipline.
Right.
And sometimes you gotta beat their fucking ass, and sometimes you gotta be like, hey, good job.
Well, yeah, especially, our generation gets such a bad rap overall. We're so entitled.
Mm-hmm.
The majority of us, people say that we're entitled and we don't work for anything.
Us damn millennials.
Which is actually fucking false. We are one of the hardest working generations. We're the most educated generation in history.
Yeah, and what sucks about it is none of it matters.
No, absolutely, none of it matters.
Because we live in an era where no matter how hard we work, we're not getting anywhere with it. No matter how hard we work educationally to get a degree, that degree doesn't matter.
Well, and to
an extent.
I could get really deep into that, and I'm not going to ramble, but people forget that this is not utopia.
No, not anymore.
It never was utopia. This is life.
But it sure seemed like it.
If you walk out in front of a car, that motherfucker is going to run you over and you could die.
This
is not utopia.
I think that would happen in Utopia as well.
Right.
I feel like
if it's true utopia, no, that vehicle will stop and you will survive and you will prosper. So there are people dying right now because they're starving to death. Mm-hmm. That is not utopia.
No.
So in my mind and the way that I parent, obviously my kid is very young. I don't beat their ass. But taking a child who is intelligent and sticking their nose in the corner and saying, you stand there for 10 minutes because you did something bad, that is not punishment.
No.
Because they're going to stand there and say, well, I've got 8 more minutes to stand here and then I can go back to doing whatever I was doing. There's no there's no accountability. There's no
so
repercussions.
the prison system doesn't work either. then.
Absolutely not, and that's one of the things that I'm going to get into. This was the segue into
You
that.
read my
Yeah.
mind.
I did.
Okay. But
So
you read my
segue
mind.
led to a segue. Awesome.
So I'll get into the secondary segue in a moment, but staying true with the children, we don't teach our kids how to be accountable and have ownership for the decisions that they make in life. Well, the decisions and the indecisions that they make in life. So when they become adults, they're either very successful or they're pieces of shit.
Mhm.
And that's it. I look at a lot of things in life as black and white. You're either successful or you're not. And you as a person judge how successful you are. It doesn't fucking matter what anybody else
Yeah.
thinks about you. It's about what you think. So if somebody is not accountable for their actions, that's when we have kids shooting up or people shooting up schools and robbing, some dude's walking down the street. If I'm not accountable for my actions, I'm going to go take all the shit that he has because I have the power to do it.
Yeah.
So not only do we not teach discipline, but we don't teach accountability, and it's really fucking sad. We're supposed to be, one of the top developed nations in the world, one of the greatest civilizations of all time, and we fucking suck at 90% of the shit that we do.
Yeah.
So,
We used
but
to
I'm
be
glad that Mylika brought up the prison system because that's really what I wanted to talk about.
I'm glad you can say her name right, because no one else fucking can. Anyway, go on.
Am I likable?
Yeah.
Jesus
see?
Christ.
See, my phone would fucking do that all the time. I would type in her name, and it would...
That's how I know that, because I did the same thing. I was texting Laura, and it came out Mylikaable, and I was like, I'm gonna call her that from now on.
It's
And I guess I
like
never
it.
did. I don't think I ever
I
actually
don't think
did.
I've ever actually heard it.
I don't think we ever did either, but, I would say it sometimes on the fucking group chat.
For the record, I haven't talked to her in forever. And, I had to delete her off Snapchat and Instagram and all that because I got tired. She joined, this, one of those, it's
Paparazzi?
Not, it's not
The
Scentsy.
paparazzi.
Yeah,
no, it's
she
the
joined.
paparazzi. My mom does it.
And I had to delete it because, I was like, I'm tired of seeing all her fucking advertise her shit for it because I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about Scentsy. I don't give a shit about, all the fucking...
Fuck.
You
Yeah, I'm good, I'm alright.
Please don't.
Down the wrong pipe. We're good.
Don't die.
Yeah, that's my advice. Don't die.
Please. Please
But,
don't die.
I can't... cool, good. You're hopefully making money off that shit, but I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I
Stop
gotta...
trying to advertise your shit to me.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think... I haven't gotten anything from her in forever, so I think she just stopped sending it to me. But it's cool. I'm not going to buy that. I don't wear that kind of jewelry
Before I get really deep, what we got going on in the comments? I see a big string.
Nothing
Is
really.
that all Nate?
Yeah, it's Nate Phillips. He says, I don't know that gal, sorry.
Different guy. My bad, man.
Different guy. Different Nate.
Phillips.
Okay.
Pretty sure. Ooh, no, I'm thinking about Roberts.
So our prison system,
A prison system.
the majority of major prisons in the U.S., so I'm saying larger than your local jails and whatnot, are privately owned. Much like most of our hospitals in the United States are privately owned. That's why health prices are so expensive. Because hospitals and health organizations lobby to the government so they don't impose regulations on them so they can keep their prices really high and charge us, $350 for a 17-cent bag of saline. I think I talked about this on my inaugural episode of Podcastrophe.
Yeah, you did.
So
You went right into it. too.
right into it.
Right
because
out the gates, I introduced you, and you're just like, I'm going to talk about the healthcare system.
I want to burn the healthcare system down. But
yeah, it sucks. It fucking sucks.
How do you
So-
feel about Obamacare? I'm sorry to cut you off.
globalized healthcare is not the answer. I'm sorry if that's the answer that everybody thinks is going to solve all of our problems as far as healthcare in the United States. That's not the answer. The answer is making it affordable, not free. Because we, as people, should work and earn the right to do what we need to do, not just have it given to us.
I agree with you.
When you have people who work 20 years for the military, my dad is a perfect example. They, in my mind, are entitled to health care. If you are a citizen of the United States, you are entitled to health care, but it is not free. It should be paid for. This is capitalism. We pay for everything. Nothing is free. Nothing in life is free.
To me, like, if you're a veteran or part of the armed services, you're more than a citizen. So,
and I don't disagree.
You've earned.
But anybody that wants globalized free healthcare, look at the VA. Look at the history of the VA over the last 25 years. Just do the last 25 years.
It's been complete shit.
And look at the amount of people that have died on waiting lists,
Yeah.
waiting for health care in that system. And that is what we as a society will have if that's the way that we go, because our government are overlords and we are property of the United States government. We are not citizens. That's a topic for another time. Prisons. So...
Yeah.
The people, the families, and the organizations that own the majority of prisons in the United States are government subsidized. So you're a warden or the family that owns a prison builds this huge facility to house these inmates, take these criminals off the streets. The United States government says, well, if you have this many inmates, I will give you this much dollars a month to take care of them. The more inmates you have, the more money you get. Well, any business in the world figures out how to do things cheaper and cheaper. So you give the inmates exactly what they need, 3 meals a day, a place to sleep, what have you. I've never been in a prison, so I can't. I personally don't give a shit about the treatment of inmates, and that's what I'm going to get into. That's the negative part of it. But so the government gives these prison systems all this money to take care of these inmates. And then the more inmates they have, the more money they get, and they keep packing them in. And then they do expansions on the prisons, and they get bigger and bigger, and then they become these maximum security complexes where they are literally raking in millions of dollars a month. And those families are pocketing it.
Yeah.
And people that are in prison for smoking a plant, which is not an issue anyway, are in there making this family money just because they smoked a plant. And that's fucking bullshit.
That's bullshit.
When you have people who murder other people...
Are you ready for that zombie dust now?
Dude, I'm
Now,
so ready.
can you handle it this time?
No, yes, I'm pretty sure I can handle it.
So the
on.
way that I look at it, if I come into your house and I steal shit from you, number one, I believe you have the right to shoot me in the fucking face. If I am posing a threat to you, whether that's taking your personal property, shit that you have worked and earned for, or I am in the position where I can do you or the people you care about harm, you have the right to shoot me in the face. And luckily, we live in a
criminals
state
thought
where we
like
can
you.
do that. But, so people...
I bet a regular criminal that does that is not, like, totally on board with the whole shooting of the face thing.
Well, fuck you. Get shot in the face. But
I'm going to come in here, but...
you better
Don't
not
shoot
shoot
me.
me,
You
pal.
better not
Don't
shoot
shoot
me.
me.
But
if you do, there's going to be heck.
So the way that I look at it, theft is obviously a crime.
Yes.
There's no reason that someone who is a thief should be in prison for their entire life.
Right.
That is stupid. Teach somebody how to be accountable for their actions, rehabilitate them, say, hey, you can't take shit from other people. You need to earn it for yourself. Show us that you've learned this. Get out of here.
Yes.
Now I'm getting into the harder ones, the ones that are actual criminals in my mind. If you murder someone else, whether it's premeditated, out of a fit of rage, whatever.
Eye for an eye. You take a life, you give a life.
Well,
Right.
That's how I feel.
I agree, but that's not where I was going with for that one. So that's an actual criminal in my mind.
Yeah.
If you touch a little kid, if you rape a woman, if you rape a man, anything, it doesn't matter.
And you know, to an extent, that's still you take a life
And
you
that's
give a life.
I was going to
because
continue that.
you rape someone or you take someone's innocence. That's their life.
Right.
You change someone; they're not the same person anymore.
Yeah, and it's not just something that they have to think about for the rest of their life. It actually alters their brain chemistry
Yes.
because it is mental and physical trauma, and it's something that they have to deal with their whole life. That is fucking terrible. So you go back 100 years in the late 1800s, we were still hanging people in the street.
I'm okay with that.
Okay? So we got into
The right circumstances, I'm okay with
at
that.
the turn of the
Agreed.
century, we came into this, I want to say awakening. I think that's the way that I'm going to put it, where people who are criminals are still people. They
fucking
still
sorry.
have rights. So if you commit a felony in the United States, you can't vote, you can't buy a gun. There's all this shit that you can't do, but you still get to continue to live.
Yeah.
So if I molest a child tomorrow and I get convicted of it, I'm going to get put away for, let's say, 7 to 10 years. It's the Dr. Phil that I talked about last week.
Yeah.
So I get to be put away for 7 to 10 years, and then I get to be put on a sex offenders registry list, and then I get to live the rest of my miserable life out. Whoever I harmed has to live the rest of their lives out just as miserable, if not more than me, and they never did anything wrong. So they are getting the same treatment as the criminal. But during that 7 to 10 years, we as taxpayers are paying for that person to get 3 fucking meals a day, and a lot of times now, it's inhumane to put a sex offender with the regular Gen Pop, because
They're going to get fucking...
there's
They
the
fucking
risk that
deserve
they're
that.
going to
Yes, they
get
do.
raped, they're going to get killed, they're going to get beat, the whole shebang. Because it's inhumane to treat another person like that, and that's fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
Those people, if you touch a fucking little kid, I'm going to look at the camera. If you fucking touch a little kid, you should be hung in the fucking street. So everybody
Yeah.
else that sees, they're like, hey, maybe I shouldn't touch little kids. And then we're back to teaching accountability.
Yeah.
You're accountable for your actions. You make a mistake, you have to pay the price. Bam. Done. If you want change in America, you have to take power away from the politicians.
Yeah, for sure.
This nation was founded with the power of the people, not the power of the kings. And right now we live in the land of the power of the kings, and it's bullshit. And the kings are giving money to people who are keeping criminals who are ruining people's lives and being let back out on the street. And I'm not fucking okay with that.
Yeah. I mean, just like a year or two ago, there was that one dude who he raped a chick, and then he got like 6 to 7 months or whatever.
Oh, Brock Turner?
Yes.
Yes. No, yeah.
Oh, they got the swimmer, right?
He only
Yep.
ended up doing 3 months.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
That's so
And
fucked
that's-
up.
And there
That's
were
fucking
two,
ridiculous.
There were 2 people. He had got this girl from the party, and she was drunk and unconscious, and there were 2 men walking by out in the middle of the street, and he had her behind a dumpster.
Right.
Yeah.
And it was the 2 men who like ran up and saw it happen, and they were there. They were like, yeah, it happened. We saw it. We stopped him. One of the guys stopped and tried to wake up the girl. The other one chased that man and was the one who caught him. And it was like the cops then got there.
Right.
And so there was all of that shit, and he only did 3 months. I'm pretty sure.
And
Don't
that
shoot me
girl
if I'm
is
wrong.
now traumatized for
Yeah.
the rest of her
Right.
life. And that guy, so, and here's part of the problem. Anytime there's a major crime committed in the U.S., the media gets a hold of it and then blows it out of proportion. It's the same with anything. So we glorify these people, and then people are like, that dude only got 3 months. I could do without paying taxes for 3 months. I don't have to buy groceries. He wasn't really held accountable for his actions,
No.
so I'm going to do the same thing. Hey, do you like chloroform? What? I mean, it's
Yeah.
fucking ridiculous. Anybody, and I'm not going to say anybody because I'll debate this with anyone. But how can you say that someone who takes another person's life unjustly,
Yeah.
so if I'm attacking you and you're defending yourself, you have every right to beat me to death
Yeah.
with anything.
I will.
That's the way that I view it. Nice try, pal. You couldn't take me.
Oh,
But,
try me, pal.
so,
I will pay to see this.
I do not understand where at the turn of the century, we got this idea that people who commit grievous crimes are still people. We take all their rights away, but they don't actually get punished.
Yeah.
That makes no sense to me.
In
There's
fact-
a disconnect somewhere in my brain.
In fact, those who corrupt the innocent, such as like child molestation or
Look at
just
Jared fucking Fogle.
sex offenders in general. I guess they can get jobs at places like
McDonald's?
Subaru.
What the fuck?
Yeah. If
We had one in our group.
If it's within 5 years of the event, then employers in the U.S. are
Can't
considered discriminatory if they don't hire those people.
That's completely
Yeah,
bullshit.
fuck
It's
them.
fucking bullshit.
Fuck
that
them.
person should struggle. If we can't kill them, they should struggle and be miserable for the rest of their lives.
You're goddamn right.
My vote is still
Sorry.
hang them in the street, but
See, we had a conversation about that a while back.
I mean,
I
I've
fully agree.
I've talked a lot. What's your guys' thoughts?
Yeah.
I fully agree. They should be fucking hung. And they should be fucking hung.
Yeah.
Fuck those motherfuckers.
Mylika?
I'm polar opposite.
What? What? Okay.
I don't want
I mean, I understand. Like, you don't want to get into it, but like, you're allowed to have a voice.
to. No, that's cool. I come from a spot where I understand the victim's point of view,
Yeah.
but I also understand the other point of view in a way.
Okay.
So, I think if they do their time and then, I don't know. I'm opposite, I guess.
Okay. Okay. Touchy subject.
Yeah, sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
But
But I said it was going to be positive and then negative and then back to positive. The positive is that we have the ability to discuss this
yeah.
as people, and we have the ability. Now, in no way, shape, or form am I saying that we should have just massive executions in the street. We should not kill hundreds of people that isn't justified.
Mm-hmm.
But nothing in our lives is truly going to change unless we do it. Because the people right now that we're paying taxes to aren't going to fucking do it.
Yeah.
So,
No, they're not. The people. Our government sucks.
I'll be right back.
All right, man.
I'm sorry.
You're good.
my bad, dude.
You're good.
Yeah. It got deep. I get it. Sometimes it gets deep on this show.
Well, and it's, me personally as a parent,
Yeah.
this is a very strong subject for me because I look at my child every day and I created a life. That is one of the greatest accomplishments that I have. I don't understand how someone could do harm to my child and not truly be punished.
Yeah.
So my stance might be a little bit harsh and might be a little bit how do I want to put it? Too over the top for some people. But
These days, most people,
right.
unfortunately.
I'm one of the people that there's only men and women. That's my opinion.
yeah, I get you.
But I don't shit on people just because they disagree with me. My opinion is not fact. It's my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of the things our generation gets shit on because we're the ones that coined the phrase, my opinion is fact.
Oh, yeah.
We did that. We, as a generation, have done that. And it's sad because of what I said earlier. We're the most educated fucking generation in history. We did this to ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I completely forgot Baxter was in here.
Yeah,
he's just been chilling.
that's his fort. That's what I talked about
He's been
right before
chilling
we
over
started
there.
the episode. He's been hanging out in his fort.
He seems rather startled. Like he's just like, what?
He was probably taking a nap.
Yeah.
What the fuck, bro?
Welcome back, David.
Hey, guys.
Is everything all right?
Yeah, she's all good.
All right,
Yes.
good.
Sorry if I sparked some stuff. That wasn't my intention.
Yeah, I know. It's okay.
I don't know what's going on, but I hope everything's all right. you know, sometimes like I said, sometimes we the subjects can. It's been very rare, but you know the subjects can get pretty deep on this show, and that's what I love about this show is
It's real.
It's real. We talk about anything and everything.
Right.
And, you know, sometimes it gets deep. Sometimes it gets really silly and stupid.
Sometimes we talk about porn and dicks a lot.
A lot.
Porn's awesome. That's all I'm going to say. Porn is fucking great.
So, yeah, you know, sometimes the subjects get really...
It's degrading to women.
They choose,
men?
they
No.
choose to do that.
Okay, wait a second.
They do and they don't. Sometimes they get
here's
forced.
another thing. I'm going to start the Tyler's Weekly Rant because obviously I just went on a rant. And I've done that the last couple episodes.
Yeah.
But any time, especially if the government's involved, porn is brought up, the first thing that is always and ever said is, porn is degrading to women. What about the dudes? This is supposed to be a equal society where there's no...
Oh, no. So, you know, okay, so everybody has the argument, oh, the dudes are getting their rocks off, so who gives a shit? It's like, you know what? Go on.
What about the gay porn? Maybe there's dudes that don't want to do gay porn, but they're making good money.
Yeah, there's
Is that not
totally
degrading?
straight dudes.
Yeah, is that not degrading?
Possibly. I don't know.
Do you want to film me fucking on camera? I would hope not.
No.
Your eyes would bleed. But
My eyes about... we were in the locker room earlier, and your shirt came up a bit, and my eyes about bled.
yeah, that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We work at the good old...
Subaru. But here's the thing that always pisses me off when anybody says that. It's degrading to women. And I'm glad you said what you said, David. They are choosing to do this. Now, there is the controversy where women get into this life and then they can't ever get out. They're threatened. You know, they're basically held hostage, what have you. And my heart goes out to them. You know, like the Facebook generation, my thoughts and prayers are with you. And I hate to say that, but we live in an age where we choose what we do. You either choose to stick a needle in your arm or you don't.
Yeah.
So
We're
talking about porn.
Yeah. But somehow we subject to sticking needles in her.
Well, I am also, that's one of my opinions that I'm very strong about, drug and alcohol addiction.
I'm going to interject real quick.
Fuck off.
We had Pop Culture Cosmos share this feed.
Thanks, Pop Culture Cosmos,
Yeah,
for
thank
the
you.
I don't know
fucking
who you
share.
are, but you're awesome.
Yeah, I don't know who you are either, but you're the best. Thank you.
But I'm glad that we started talking about porn, and then I said what I said, because it all goes back to being accountable for your actions. If you stick a needle in your arm, there's a chance that you get addicted to heroin, and then you ruin your life. And then you have to be held accountable for those actions.
Yep.
And
that is a drug.
heroin specifically, I have a big problem with because, number one, I've dealt with it. Number two, if I'm a heroin addict and I overdose, the paramedics show up, give me some nice Narcan.
Yeah.
I come out of my high, I try to fight them because I'm mad because I don't have my heroin anymore, and that Narcan is free. But my sister, who's a type 1 diabetic, who was born with a disease, and she needs insulin to live, that's $1,000 a month. But the people who are jamming fucking needles in their arms and their necks, they get fucking Narcan for free just so they don't die. That is a fucking problem.
It is.
And that's why universal healthcare is not okay.
We're back to that.
It's a giant tree.
It is. It really is.
Dick, what were you gonna say after he brought up the porn? And I was like, they choose to do it. What was it that you were going with?
Yeah.
Dicks.
Yeah? All right.
A maelstrom of dicks.
They choose to do it, and I mean, yeah, sure, there are some that kind of feel like that's their only way to make money, and they don't want to do it, but they're just trying to make ends meet. But you know, there's a good portion of women that, you know, like, we over sexualize things, and you know,
Absolutely. As a culture, we over sexualize things.
We think that women are forced to do these things. You know, they're just as sexual as us men. You know, like, they're allowed to have these feelings of,
right.
You know, I want to fuck a guy. You know,
Or
like,
a girl. We don't discriminate.
or a girl,
That's
yeah,
right.
yeah, exactly. And you know, like, I'm sorry, but chicks want to have sex as much as we do.
Of course.
And, you know, like, yeah, they just want to have sex as much as we do.
Well,
And but like, for the longest time, like, that's been the stigma is like, oh, my wife won't fuck me or whatever. And it's just like,
So?
I don't have that issue. I mean, personally, I don't have that issue. And everybody
You're a
keeps telling
god within these walls.
everybody keeps telling me, oh, just wait till you're married. And it's like, no, like, I don't think I'm going to have that issue
That
at all.
actually is a thing, though.
I don't think I'm going to have that issue
It-
at all.
it's
And
not-
everybody's
it's
like,
not a
oh,
marriage-
wait till
it's-
you have a kid with her.
It's not a marriage thing. It's an age thing. It's science.
Right.
I mean,
Like-
honestly, yeah, I'm to that point where I'm like Saturday night, Miranda stayed with me. And, like, the whole, like, we were normal. We have a very regular and healthy sex life, I think, you know? I'm very satisfied with it. And, sorry if this is too much, Miranda, if you're still watching. But, you know, like, we have a very healthy sex life. I'm okay admitting that. And I'm sure she is, too.
Well, here's
And-
the
but we got to a-
sad thing, real quick.
Okay.
You shouldn't have to justify saying that.
No.
We're in an age now where we should know that people have sex and it's okay. And I'm glad that Mylika said it. Men and women have sex. Women have sex
Yeah.
together. Dudes have sex. As long as it doesn't directly affect me, I don't care.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't understand why people, you know, there's always the Bible gets brought into it. What the fuck ever, if it doesn't directly affect you, worry
doesn't
about your
fucking
fucking
matter.
self.
It doesn't matter.
For sure.
That's right.
It doesn't
So,
fucking matter.
I hate to interrupt you,
No, it's
but
all good.
it was
But
I
no,
needed
so-
to say that.
So Saturday, we went to Indie Metal Fest.
How was that?
It was a blast. I got to see my good friends Weed B play, Nick Maxon. You know? What?
I'm sorry. never-
Growling's not music.
You said we'd be. I was thinking of Haste a Day.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
fuck! Totally different.
See, there's a guy that I work with. His name's Chad. Chad, if I doubt
is he
you're
a Chad or is he just Chad?
A-Chad.
Okay.
A-Chad.
Oh,
We also
damn.
have
Awesome.
B-Chad down in Florida.
All right.
He was the bassist for Haste a Day at one point before. I think before
That's
the
not. You know, I can believe that because Haste Today had so many different people.
right.
Anyway, so Weed B played, Catalytic played, Threat Level played. It was a great fucking show. I thought it was a good turnout.
I'm really
Anyway,
upset I didn't get to go.
It happens. It happens. You're in Bloomington. I get it. But no, we left there about 9:00. I gave our good friend Nick Maxon a ride home. Miranda and we went to the vault.
Oh, you guys went out after you got home.
I had a beer. She had a Sex on the Beach, I believe. There was literally no one there that we knew besides the staff, including our good friend Rachel. And the plan was we were going to go back to the Doom Room
hang
hang out. They were going to have a bonfire, burn a couch. That's usually the thing.
Right.
Drink some beer.
Fuck your couch.
But while
Fuck
while we're at the vault, we're just like, man, when we decided not to go back to the Doom Room, and
Coitus.
no, I'm getting there. So I text Nick. I'm like, hey, dude, we've lost the will to be conscious. So I don't think we're gonna show up. And he's like, oh, it's all good, man. So we come
You're
back
right.
here, and we're just. I'm not ready. I'm not quite ready for bed, but like we were just wiped. And
Well, you have to remember, we're getting old, Blaine.
I mean,
What's that like?
I'm only 27. You're 26,
Right.
so
But
like,
we're approaching 30. We're on the tail end of our
oh
20s.
boy,
I am not looking forward to
oh
that.
heck,
It's not as bad as we
I
make
can't
it
even
out
have
to be.
sex at 10:00 at night.
Oh, I gotta
No,
catch
and no-
Wapner.
And that's a rare occasion for myself and Miranda because like
I
like
thought
said,
you were having a seizure there for a second.
We have a very healthy sex life. I mean, we both like sex. and
Hi,
we're
Mark.
good.
How's sex life?
Like, I'm not afraid to admit that.
Oh, hi,
I'm a
Donnie.
dude, obviously, but like that. Sex,
I'm a dude.
sex,
She
sex
needs
is,
you.
oh my
Glad
god!
We're all
Yes!
dudes.
All of us. Good Burger, awesome Good Burger reference. But no, like it. I hate that there's this stigma over women who like to have sex.
Yeah.
They
This
like.
isn't 1950.
No,
We're
it's
not
not.
Puritans.
Did you ever watch that show Master of Sex? Masters of Sex.
Was that on the History Channel?
No, it was like on Showtime or one
I
of
didn't
those.
watch it.
And it had the guy. Oh no, we're disconnected for a second.
What?
But either way,
Why is it
Fuck
doing that
Facebook.
every time we stream now?
it just happens. It's whatever.
It never
But
happened
no,
before.
so there was the guy who played Lucian on Underworld.
Okay.
He plays the main character, and he plays this actual. I guess it's all like based on a true story. It's about this study in this 1960s. This guy started studying sex, and he discovered, oh wow, females can orgasm. Oh wow, females do like to have sex. And that was in the 60s, 50s, and 60s.
BRB, guys. Sorry. Go ahead.
We are in 2018, and for some reason, it's still kind of lost on us that women like to have sex.
Well, it's really weird to me that we went from the ultra-conservative 40s and 50s. You know, we had the Roaring 20s, which was like the precursor to the 60s. You know, sex.
40 years separate, you know?
But I mean, think about it. It's you look at the parallels: sex, drugs, and rock and roll. We had sex, booze, and fucking.
Jazz music.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then we went into the ultra-conservative 40s and 50s, and then we went to the 60s. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll, and then we had Vietnam, and it continued, and then the 80s, it was like, oh shit, we can...
The 80s, I feel like it was like a good mix between conservative and liberal.
But then at the end of the 80s, it was like, oh shit, we can get AIDS.
oh, fuck.
Fucking AIDS.
Fucking AIDS ruined everything.
Bro. And then it went ultra-conservative for a while, and then you had the 90s, and then it was all focused on AIDS and the war on drugs, and you know, then we made it through the 90s, and all was well. What the fuck?
I don't know. I guess it'll be a little... What the fuck? I'm just gonna go ahead and reshare it. Our live stream ended, and I'm not happy about it.
Share it, and then I'll reshare it.
Go ahead and keep talking, Tyler. And
we made it through the 90s, and it was kind of a continuation of the 80s, and you know, everything was normal, and then we got to the millennium, and it was like, we need to be conservative again. And now, you know, we're again in this spiritual awakening, and there's I think now it's the LGBTQ plus movement, and you know, homosexual people can get married, and that's awesome because they should not be denied that right by any means.
Exactly.
But it's you know, everything in our life goes in cycles, and it's really fucking weird that is one thing that has kind of stuck since we got out of the 60s and 70s. Just the fact that it's okay that women like to have sex. I don't understand it. That is one thing that has kind of stuck. I don't know how to stop this.
I don't think.
Mother of God, what do I do? We had some technical difficulties, so we're trying to get our stream going again. So I apologize for the audio.
That's so funny.
I have a really annoying voice.
See, everyone feels that way. Everyone feels that way. That's why I don't sing. I hate my voice.
I was actually supposed to sing on this podcast, and I decided against it because I'm a piece of shit.
What song was it?
I was going to sing Misty Mountains Cold from The Hobbit.
Yes. I beg you to sing that song right now.
I'll die.
You know what song has been stuck in my head for the past 2 days?
Hey Jude by the Beatles.
No. Raindrops keep falling on my head.
Oh fuck, that's a hard one to get out when it gets in there.
Right. So the other day, like it was yesterday actually, it started like, you know, like
Misty.
raining like ice.
Oh yeah, no shit. 'Cause
And
we
my
live in Indiana,
supervisor
it's
started
March.
singing it. And it's been stuck in my head all fucking day.
You gotta listen to it. You have to listen to the full song from start to finish, or else it'll never fucking leave.
Right. Exactly. So when we were at work, we were getting ready to go to lunch, and her brother, I work with her brother.
Okay.
We do construction, but we're walking, and he starts playing that song, and I'm just like dancing, like walking the whole way, like raindrops keep falling on my head.
Hell yeah.
And it was
Wasn't like
beautiful.
Spider-Man.
Right. Spider-Man 2.
Except
Spider-Man
not
2.
douchey.
Yeah. Well, no, it was Spider-Man 2.
3.
No, it was Spider-Man 2 when he lost his powers.
Oh,
No,
that's right.
was
You're
it
right.
Tobey
You're right.
Maguire.
You're right.
Spider-Man.
You're right. You're right.
Right.
He
Because
lost
he
his
didn't.
powers, and he.
I thought you were just talking about the emo dance scene.
No,
I thought that's
talk
what you
about
were
that.
going with.
I
But
don't
my favorite
talk
part of
about
that movie is one of that songs going on, and he's changing his tire on his bike, and he fucking spins it, and it goes off the balcony. I'm pretty sure it hit someone's car.
Hell yeah.
Or when he thought he had his powers back, so he tries to leap across two buildings.
That's the first one.
No,
Is
that's
it
the
not?
second one.
That's the second one.
It's when he loses his power. He
Okay,
thinks
the first one's when
he
he's
thinks
like-
he thinks he gets his powers back, so he's like, "I'm gonna try this."
Right.
And he runs, jumps, and doesn't make it, and falls all the way to the alley.
And
You know
hits
what's
the
really
car.
sad? I totally
He's like,
forgot
"Oh, my
that he
back."
lost his powers.
Yeah, it's because he was so stressed.
Fucking R.I.P. Tobey Maguire Spider-Man.
Thank you. Tobey Maguire Spider-Man
Tobey Maguire is trash.
is the greatest Spider-Man ever.
That is blasphemy.
Okay, so
Get out!
so I'm in between. Okay, so I didn't like the Amazing Spider-Man.
Andrew
movies.
Garfield was a terrible Spider-Man.
I
I
didn't-
didn't see any of the other Spider-Man. Sorry to cut you off, but I think that's why I like Tobey
Spider-Man
Maguire
is
the
just a
most.
trash superhero.
I'm not gonna
Out of all-
disagree with
come
that.
on, there's so many better options. I don't particularly like any of the Spider-Mans.
What
None of
about
them.
what about Venom?
I don't.
Venom's a cool dude.
Dude, I can't wait to see Tom Hardy play that.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
perfect casting.
we on Podcastrophe are super fucking excited for that. Mostly because we have a man crush on Tom Hardy.
Have you ever seen The Warrior?
Yeah,
Oh,
Warrior.
fuck yeah.
It's called Warrior, not The Warrior.
I'm sorry. I always
Jesus fucking Christ.
Warrior.
No,
Hey,
no, Warrior
You
is
need to
like
check your privilege there, millennial. You need to
You-
back down off my boy over here.
Listen here, pal. This is my heritage.
Hey, listen
love
here,
you, buddy.
pal. I'm the star of this show, and you can figgity fuck off.
Oh fuck. Anyway, so Warrior. That I consider Warrior this generation's Rocky.
Oh, hell yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
And we even
of course.
have our own Rockies in this generation.
Sylvester
Right.
Stallone, shout out. Everyone thought you died, but you
Shout
did
out.
it.
You
Shout out.
didn't
We know
die,
you're
Sylvester
watching.
Stallone.
Shout out Sly Stallone. You're my boy. Yo, Adrian. Hey, yo, Adrian.
Hey, Andrew.
Hey, yo,
Oh, hell yeah.
Andrew.
Oh, yeah, man.
But anyway, so I'm
I don't
right
think
in
I've
between.
seen all the Rocky movies.
Oh,
Get out.
Man. Okay,
So the
skip
fifth one
five.
is terrible.
Skip 5.
Is that the one with
All the-
Tommy Gunn?
Tommy
Yes.
Gunn.
The street
Yes.
fight was great, though.
Yes, it was.
I mean,
but
it-
every other moment of that movie was fucking garbage.
Yes.
But the street fight was the very end.
Right. So just fast forward to that part and then watch it.
Okay,
No, every Rocky movie besides that, except the end, is good.
Rocky 4 is my favorite.
Have you seen Creed?
Yeah.
Oh, Creed was
Creed's
great.
I
great.
have not seen Creed.
I
Dude,
have it. I'm gonna let you borrow it.
You go home, you get that movie, and you watch it.
You watch it. I'm pretty
Fuck
sure
yeah,
it's
you
still in
watch
the
it.
plastic.
All right.
I saw it in theaters. Anyway, so The Amazing Spider-Man. While they're not my favorite movies,
I was real. I'm gonna
They were
interrupt you real
different.
quick
They were
because I was part of the reason I don't like. I haven't seen the second one, but part of the reason I hated that one so much is because when the Amazing Spider-Man was teased, you know, they gave us a little bit of the Lizard, and I was like, "This is so fucking badass." It's one of my favorite villains from the Spider-Man or from the
Yeah.
Spider-Verse, and this is gonna be fucking cool. Even though Andrew Garfield's a douche, this is gonna be all right. And then it fucking sucked.
I didn't
Not
even know
okay.
They did a second one. With
You can go
Andrew
back to what you were
Garfield.
doing.
They did.
It had fucking Jamie Foxx in
Is
it.
that
Yeah,
the chick
Jamie-
from
idea.
Is that the chick
Jamie
from
Foxx
Easy A?
played Electro.
Yeah.
Is that the chick from Easy A? Okay.
Yeah, Emma Stone.
Yes.
Zombieland.
Yeah.
Her
Yeah.
fucking her character in Zombieland was great.
I wish they would do
Her
a sequel
character
to
in
that
any movie is great. I
Yeah.
love Emma Stone. She is just a fantastic actress.
I haven't really watched much of the show because work and stuff like that.
Life.
Life. Exactly,
Yeah.
life. Thank
We're
you.
adults now. I mean, we have life to contend with.
Explain to me the heritage thing.
Oh, we've
Ooh.
done that on an episode, but go ahead, Tyler.
So real
take it.
quick, so there was this guy that we worked with named Greg, And one Heritage Greg. One day, I'm just bebopping along in my station, and behind me, I can't talk tonight. So behind me, I kind of hear like an argument starting, a discussion. And it just continues to escalate and escalate. And I turn around and look, and it is Greg and two of my other coworkers. One who is, one who is Hispanic. And they're arguing about Trump.
Eduardo.
They're arguing about Trump and our government and all this bullshit. And they're talking about the Confederate flag and, you know, the Civil War. I mean, this is the whole full-blown heritage debate. And at one point, Greg, who is a little bit of a hillbilly, goes, "Well, I don't care what you're saying. It's my heritage."
He actually said that? I don't know this story.
He said it like that, but he didn't do the arm thing.
Yeah,
I mean,
I've never actually heard this story.
It was really belligerent and stupid.
I've literally never heard this story. I thought we were just making fun of him.
Like I always say, folks, yeah, he said it was my heritage.
Oh my God.
Like I always say, folks, do your own research, form your own opinions.
But don't deny history.
But don't be an asshole about it.
But don't deny history.
Look at the Civil War and why the Civil War was actually fought. It was not over slavery. It's exactly why we have what we have now. The federal government wanted more power. I'm not going to go into it. Do your research. Form your own opinion. But
also, the Confederate flag, the what is considered the Confederate flag, wasn't actually the Confederate flag.
Correct. So the Confederate, whole debate.
That was the Virginia battle flag, correct?
I thought it was Georgia, but it's one of them. That's what
Virginia.
it started as.
It's what General Lee.
Perhaps I don't remember, but
The judge.
anyway.
God damn it!
God, we're friends. But anyway, so this whole argument started because Heritage Greg, flies a Confederate flag in his front yard.
And he lives in Cutler, Indiana.
Which is his right as an American citizen. He can fly any flag he wants to. But it just fucking continued to escalate and get more and more stupid because Greg was not educated about any of the shit that he was trying to fact check. So that's why we say heritage on the podcast. We're making fun of all the belligerent, bigoted people in the U.S., though it is their right to do what they want and say what they want, it doesn't make it right, and they're fucking stupid. So it is us having fun at their expense. On Podcastrophe, we no way, shape, or form condone racial inequality, gender inequality, bigotry.
We love everyone.
Rachel,
you suck.
However, we do condone racial slurs.
Yes, because Rachel, you suck. But
die in a fire.
Yeah, we're just regular dudes.
She would appreciate that. I promise.
I don't know that she appreciates anything in life because she's kind of a piece of shit.
She is, and she'll admit that.
Right. That's why I'm saying it. But so yeah, that's where heritage stems from. We're calling all those people out.
So yeah, like basically it's just our call-in card. It's like heritage.
I gotta know. I've been thinking about this since I said the whole Trump thing.
Mm-hmm.
How do you guys feel about Trump? I know how you feel about it.
Who wants to go first?
Oh boy.
You'll probably be a lot shorter, so you go first.
Yeah, I'll go first. So for one, it's entertaining.
He's a fucking...
Are you not entertained?
He's a businessman. He doesn't deserve to be a fucking...
But I will tell you why you're wrong there. When it comes to my turn.
He has no business in office, to be honest, and he's done nothing but prove that right ever since.
I agree.
My paycheck's pretty happy, but I am not.
Is that all you have to say about that?
That's all I have to say about
Okay, so if we go all the way back to the beginning, when our nation was founded, our government officials were supposed to work part-time as politicians and live the rest of their lives as citizens. They were only supposed to be in Congress a short amount of time per year. These people were businessmen, farmers, manufacturing people, what have you. They were regular dudes. So you saying Trump is a businessman, he doesn't have a right to be a politician, I don't disagree with you, but saying it that way, that is false. Every citizen of the United States has the right to be commander-in-chief, president of the United States.
As long as they are born here.
That's why, right. So,
although there are people that weren't born here that I think are more suitable.
Obama. I'm kidding.
No, he was born here.
Get out!
He was born here, you fuck.
I'm kidding.
Supposedly.
Honestly,
Anyway,
I would be happy if Arnold Schwarzenegger was fucking president.
he was a terrible governor of California. You don't want that. Yes.
Was he?
I
used to
heard
li-
he messed some stuff up.
I used to
over
live in
there.
California. That place fucking sucks as it is. It was worse when Arnie was there.
That's what you get
Okay,
for having
okay.
an actor be a
Anyway, so-
governor.
so
But, hold on. Hold on. Actor as a governor? We had an actor as a governor, and then we had an actor as a president. His name was Ronald Reagan.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Wasn't completely terrible. I'm not saying he was perfect.
if you ask our generation, Ronald Reagan was the worst president of all time.
Yeah, but
Before
if
Trump.
if you ask any fucking Republican, he was the best president of all time.
See, I'm neutral when it comes to that shit. I really don't care. I'm sorry.
I'm kind of the same way because to an extent it doesn't matter.
I'm fucking shit up, guys.
No. Your
one-
pop filter just swung out of the way,
one
so I was just
voice-
helping you out.
Thank you.
As much as I hate to say it, one voice isn't gonna make a difference. I'm sorry.
As far as
Voting,
your opinion,
voting, and
But it's the people that follow that person.
yeah.
you're right. So
One voice can influence other voices.
Right. So here's my spiel on Trump. So if you've listened to our show, anytime we talk about government, I am very anti-government. I believe, and I will say this in Thunderdome, thank you. I haven't talked about that for
Thunder
a couple
for Gunner.
episodes.
No.
But
Ew.
I believe in complete and total destabilization of the United States government.
I believe in the destabilization of the federal government. I believe that the United States government is possible, but the federal government, no.
So
don't believe in the federal system.
sadly, we're in a world where we can't have one without the other. We
I know.
can't have statewide government without the federal government. Anyway, we as people do not need the government to mandate how we live our lives. We do not.
Your dad chimed in, says one voice does make a difference. I thank you. I wish I could feel the same.
So,
One voice can influence other voices. I will say that.
Trump.
Trump.
So this past election, we had Trump, who is a businessman. Call him a bigot if you want. I don't consider him a bigot. I consider him a puppet. He is saying what he's told to say and doing what he's told to do. He is filling a spot in a chair and pushing the Republican agenda the way that it wants to be pushed. At the same time, pushing the liberal agenda the way that it wants to push, because anybody that does not understand, we do not have two parties in our government. We have one conglomerate of people working together to systematically
Divide.
This year you get the stuff you want. Next year we'll get the stuff we want. We will divide and conquer these people, and we will control them until they finally realize it and fight back. So that's my stance on government. But back to Trump. Trump is a puppet. Trump is no way, shape, or form qualified to be president. I do not disagree with you there. Trump is a man who has made billions of dollars. Like everybody always says, well, he's went bankrupt how many times? Look at any major corporation based out of the U.S. and tell me that they haven't gone bankrupt at some point throughout their history. We bailed out all the major all the major auto manufacturers.
Fuck you, Pontiac.
In the U.S. besides Ford.
I love Pontiac. I love my Grand Prix.
But
Back in the day.
we want all this shit to continue. I don't know what's happening.
Sure.
But yeah, I'll take another one too. But
I didn't fucking ask.
anti-hero.
I'll
But
take an anti. If you have any more left.
government is bad, okay? So Trump is a puppet. Trump is doing and saying what he's told to do, and like always, the media has gotten a hold of Trump. It is a constant story. It is constantly garnering ratings, and it is driving people to be divided over every topic that we don't need to be divided on. So, is Trump a shithead? Absolutely. I do not disagree with you a bit. Is he grabbing people like a bowling ball? Absolutely. I'm sure he has. But with Hillary Clinton, we would be in a lot worse shape than we are right now.
You kind of opened my mind when it comes to Trump. I didn't think of it that way. And
Well-
I'm glad that you brought it up that way. It just
Fuck Hillary.
Well, yeah, fuck Hillary, but all of our politicians are puppets
Bill, you fucked up.
to other politicians and the major corporations in the United States. That is the downfall of capitalism. We are controlled by what we as consumers purchase and want to purchase.
Yeah.
When someone who has a product that we like gives it to us, we buy a lot of it. And then other people who have lots of money, which are normally in politics, see that and they're like, hey, you're making a lot of money on this. If you kick some money my way, I'll make it easier for you to make money.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're like, hey, I want to make more money. You want to make more money.
I like money.
I like money. You like money. Let's do this together. And that's why healthcare, people always give the oil industry such a bad rap.
$600 EpiPens.
Yes.
BP.
Oh, I'm going to get there.
Oh boy.
But
This is a highly political and
yes, it's
I'm so glad I'm on here right
it's
now.
the politics
Awesome.
cast. So I've talked about in an early episode why our healthcare prices are so high because as far as lobbying goes, the healthcare industry puts more money towards government lobbying than all of the other industries combined. Think about that. Every other major industry in the United States combined is not more than the healthcare industry. So people always shit on, well, it's the military industrial complex and it's the oil industry. No, I'm sorry, it's the medical industry. But the other ones are bad too because they have control of our government and that should not be a thing.
no.
So we as a generation, the majority of us are so liberally charged when we don't need to be. We need to look outside of the box and realize that it doesn't matter what form of government we have, it's bad in general.
Mm-hmm.
You should be able to wake up every day and live your life exactly the way that you want to live it. As long as you're not murdering people, you're not stealing shit from other people, and you're not touching kids. Those are all problems. But if you want to smoke weed from sunrise to sunset, that's your prerogative, dude. Go
Yeah.
fucking do it.
And we have overcrowding of the fucking prison system because of weed.
Right, and that's one of the reasons I wanted to bring that up because it's a useless crime.
It really is.
Now, if you're selling dope to kids, if you're selling heroin to kids, you are a fucking criminal. You are trying to kill those kids so you can make money, and that is not okay. If you're selling meth to kids, it's the same thing. But a fucking plant that grows naturally is not a fucking problem. It is not an addictive substance. It is not a gateway drug, no matter how many scientists that the government pays want to say that it's a gateway drug. It is not a fucking gateway drug.
Yeah.
It helps cancer patients, and it helps people who have epilepsy, and it helps people who have anxiety and depression. It is a good fucking thing, and we don't have it because people who have money say that we can't have it. And that's
Apparently
the end of my rant. I'll let David talk now.
Weed is great. I fucking love it.
True.
Yeet.
Yeah.
I'm putting my shoes back on because my feet stink, and I'm sorry, guys.
You're all
I
right.
didn't even smell it.
Oh, I did. I'm
Oh
put
my
your fucking
God.
shoes on, dude. God
Hold
damn.
that, hold that, hold that. I'm having issues.
No, it's crazy. I think it's hilarious because I view you, Tyler, as a very right-wing person,
I am very conservative with a lot of things.
but you're very anarchist.
but
as well.
ultimately,
yeah,
and see, that's the thing that I always say. I at heart am an anarchist. And people are like, well, anarchy means chaos and
No, it
everybody's
doesn't mean
killing
that.
each
It does
other.
not.
No.
Anarchy means without master.
Mm-hmm.
We were not put on this earth to pay bills and die.
no.
We were not. There is no justification that you can give me for that.
Your dad has left a couple comments.
What we got, Pop?
Says it takes one sheep to lead the herd. Better to be the shepherd praying for the wolf. And then he also says Big Pharma can't make money off of something you can grow at home.
That's right.
Yep. Very correct on both accounts.
I like your dad.
My dad's a cool dude.
I really want to meet your dad.
You might have that opportunity.
I would love for that opportunity.
We should hang out more often, man. You're cool as
We
shit.
definitely should. We're
What?
friends.
Hell
Fuck
yeah.
yeah.
This is
Mylika and I are
why.
friends too.
Yeah.
This is one reason I wanted to start this show is because I have friends, and I have other friends.
And you want people to meet other people, you know?
Exactly.
On
And,
my
you know,
first episode of Podcastrophe, we talked about the phenomenon of getting friends together and then them
Yeah.
becoming friends.
We should-
and how fucking awesome
You guys
that
should
is.
have, like, one huge podcast. Like, just get a big... I know...
we
like-
kind of have.
Like, Bruce with Dudes, I've seen, like, a bunch of people together.
50,000 didgeridoos.
Like... I just...
Please tell me you've seen Walk Hard.
Yes, fuck
Dewey
yeah.
Cox story.
Walk hard.
I
Not
haven't.
once did you pay for drugs.
Not once.
You don't want any of this weed, Dewey.
You don't want none of this shit, Dewey.
This is some
It's
hard.
non-habit forming.
This is some hardcore shit, Dewey.
My favorite part
This
of
is-
that movie is in the beginning when he walks down to... I don't know what building they go into, but those people are playing the blues, and he grabs the guitar. He's like, I learned pretty fast. He's like, I cut my brother in half.
John C. Reilly was so good in that movie.
Yeah.
It's a very underappreciated movie.
John C. Reilly is a very underappreciated actor.
I
Yes.
love him.
You know, everybody kind of because for the most part, he plays the idiot in most
Well, he's
movies.
typecast. He's
Didn't he
typecast
play-
he
like
is
a lot of
typecasted.
them.
Didn't he play in Days of Thunder? Is that him?
Days of Thunder.
With,
Talladega Nights.
No. Okay, it's another race car movie. It's with,
Tom Cruise?
Tom Cruise, yes.
He was in Days of
I'm
Thunder?
pretty sure he's in Days of Thunder.
I don't know.
I don't know that I've seen Days of Thunder.
But
I-
he did or not Interview with the Vampire. Cirque du Freak. I haven't seen it. But
I
I've
haven't
heard
seen
he
that
did
either.
it.
Fantastic
I've
book
never heard of
series.
it.
Yeah, I've heard of it. I've wanted to watch it. I just haven't.
I haven't
And, you
watched
know,
it, but I've read the entire book series, and it's very good.
To be honest, okay, so you take a movie like Step Brothers, where he plays a fucking idiot.
Right.
Idiot.
But
Dumb
you know,
ass.
it takes a certain level of acting to play a fucking idiot.
Well, yeah.
Right.
To act stupid is very hard
you
to
know-
do when you're not stupid.
And the crazy. Okay, so you have a lot of actors that can improv. Ryan Reynolds can improv. T.J. Miller can improv the
Chris
fuck out
Pratt.
of Chris Pratt. They can all improv the fuck out of a script. John C. Reilly, you know, him and Will Ferrell, they just vibe
They're
off each
great
other.
together.
Oh,
And
yeah.
you know,
They're absolutely
so
great
it takes
together.
a certain level of acting to be able to play an idiot and just vibe
Improv.
and improv. You know, and that's so fucking cool.
Yep.
And I think John C. Reilly, he's very underrated, very underappreciated for his acting. Okay, cool. You played in a fucking stupid ass movie that was hilarious.
But, you know, he also played in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Both
Even though his
shows.
role was small, it was good. He played in Kong, Skull Island, which I've finally seen now because of you. Thank you for letting me borrow that.
I've wanted to see that movie for
He
so long.
he played a good role in that movie. He's
Yeah.
played in a lot of serious movies and done a
Like
fantastic
The River
job.
with, fuck, what's that guy? Kevin Bacon. I hate his face.
Oh, I love Kevin Bacon.
I
Tremors, bro.
Yeah, Tremors, bro.
What was that? The Invisible? What? He's invisible.
A Hollow Man.
A Hollow
Hollow
Man.
Man.
You see his dick in that movie, by the way. I know it's weird, but
Okay,
You don't see his dick. You,
You see a dick.
a
If you want to,
CGI
if you
dick.
want to watch a good Kevin Bacon movie, if you don't like Kevin Bacon, watch Stir of Echoes. Fantastic movie.
I don't think I know that one.
Quick synopsis: a girl is murdered, haunts his house. He loses his mind. Really fucking good.
Okay.
I have to see that now.
Yeah,
That sounds.
same.
I love
It's-
ghosts.
I would like
love
to
ghost
see
things.
It's really fucking good.
While we are on the subject of, you know, the absurd.
The Return of Chaw.
So last week we played a video, The Legend of Chaw, and there is a
Baby
second,
carrots.
there
I'm
is
so
a second
sad you missed
video.
this. It's so great.
Oh yeah, Mylika, I'm sorry. You're gonna
It's cool.
see part 2 without seeing part 1, but you know this is the
I've
return
never seen
of
part 2, so this is going to be awesome.
I've only seen it once, so I don't remember it at all.
No one remembers you.
That's fair.
That's fucked up.
So this is the Return of Chaw. We are going to play this for our live stream. You guys are, if you're if you're listening, only
Baby
you're gonna
carrots up my butthole.
you're gonna hear this. So I don't know what's about to happen. If I remember right, this isn't as funny, but here we go.
How y'all doing? Welcome back to my ranch.
How y'all doing?
Bankshaft Henry here, otherwise known as Chaw. Now, working out here on the ranch is real tough. You gotta have big, meaty sausage fingers like mine.
Hell yeah.
But when you work real hard, it makes you enjoy the finer things in life. Here's a few more things for you guys to chew on.
That's the floppy debit. Trademarked by Joe Grimes.
Got a bunch of chicken coops. No chickens. The chickens all died last summer in the wind. Now just got a bunch of fucking coops. No chickens. Put more scoops in the coops. My Wednesdays are reserved for Scrabble at the old folks' home. There's a young Asian boy named Pang living in my basement. My third wife was always having nosebleeds, and then she just died one day.
Whoops!
Open Sweater's got to be my favorite movie of all time. First try. Super size, extra fries.
Super size.
Oh my!
I'm having some awesome sex games. All the women have like 16 extra bones.
What?
All of my ankle scabs before they heal. I could do my best to put a hot fart into a clown balloon. Hey, go on, Sanchez.
Sanchez.
That was a terrible throw.
Oh, he's back at the fucking.
On top of the engine. And it produces a sort of foamy goo. Like the tip of my penis.
Oh.
Hey, if you take out a bank loan, you gotta repay that shit.
Oh, fuck.
I roast
Goddamn.
this man's jaw for saying the word hopscotch. I like to fold my nutsack over my penis so it looks like a baby brain or something. I remember telling myself that I'd never again open mouth kiss my mom when she was with child. Every time I see a doom buggy, I always come in my pants. Green zone.
You think that mustache is real?
No fucking way.
That's fucking great.
I want to
Wow.
apologize to everybody for my fucking annoying ass cackle.
Yeah.
Because that was
some
funnier
good
than
shit.
the first
That was
one.
way funnier than the first one.
That was fucking great.
I think they found a formula and they just capitalized on it. You know?
Like who? Like I don't understand how someone thinks of that shit and just like.
I kind of want to go through and like the actual channel and see what other stuff they have.
Right.
I'll
Is this
throw-
homework for next week?
that's homework. I'll throw that to the R&D department. And
The dick department?
We'll see the research and dick department.
All right.
You know what's an underrated YouTube channel like that everyone hates but I love?
Smosh.
Thank you.
They're
Yes.
garbage. I've seen their movie. Stupid. I hate Smosh.
To be
I love
honest,
Stone
I
Cold
haven't
Steve Austin
watched.
in that movie.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
I haven't watched Smosh since high school, and that was almost 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
Did you see their
Don't waste your time.
the
Thank
video they did for like history teacher class and they had fucking I set my friends on fire?
No, I don't remember anything they've ever done. I remember
it's
I
not
laughed
funny.
a lot at their stuff.
They did a video with
That was 10 years ago, though.
I set my friends on fire and it's about like puberty and shit. And it's fucking great. Music is horrible because I hate that band, but it's hysterical. It's great.
Mother of God. Hi, doggy.
Have you guys seen The Room?
The Room?
Yeah.
No.
Watch it. It's the worst movie of all time. but you will enjoy it because you'll laugh.
I did not hit her.
It's so
I did not!
bad.
Oh no! Yes, I have seen
the
that. They used to
Disaster
play it
Artist.
on Adult Swim back when.
Really?
Yeah, they played it on Adult Swim at one point.
Okay, so have you guys seen The Disaster Artist?
No.
Watch it because it's a movie about the making of The Room.
Right.
And it's just James Franco does Tommy with so fucking well.
Now, I've talked about my hate for James DeFranco, as I call him, on the podcast before.
You're an
But
idiot.
what I do have to give James Franco credit for is his ability to imitate other people.
Yeah.
He does a fantastic job playing other people. What he does not do is a good job playing
Himself.
people.
I love James Franco.
I like James Franco.
I fucking hate... And his brother. His brother's even worse.
I don't mind.
His name's Dave, right?
I don't mind
Okay.
His
Dave
name's
Franco.
Douchebag Franco.
I don't mind Dave Franco. I like James Franco. I've liked him since he played Harry Osborn in Spider-Man.
Thank you.
Full circle.
That's awesome.
Full circle.
That is awesome.
Oh yeah. That's my douchebag moment of the
Cabs
podcast.
are here.
What?
Moment.
Cabs are here. You want a GTL Gym Tan Laundry, bro? Cabs are here.
That's Jersey Shore, isn't it?
Yep.
Oh,
damn.
I thought you were making a "this is my new haircut" reference.
Fuck off.
The cabs are here.
Hey yo, check this out. This is my new haircut.
If you were any Guido from Jersey Shore, you would be the situation. You would be the
I'm gonna
old,
pull something
washed-up, creepy one that evaded,
I'm gonna see if I can find a video.
that fucking got convicted of tax evasion.
Oh my god, I haven't seen this video in forever.
I don't think I've ever seen this video because I never watched Jersey Shore.
I used
This
to watch
isn't
it.
Jersey Shore. This
Oh, I
isn't Jersey
fucking
Shore.
watched every season of
I
it.
used to watch
Never
that
watched
shit.
it.
Pure fucking entertainment.
All
My
right.
favorite episode was Snooki stuck her ass in the
Check
fucking
this out. Check this
refrigerator.
video
Hell yeah.
out. This video is fucking funny.
Or the one where she fell down on the beach.
Yeah.
I like this song.
Sweet dreams are made of this. I also love this song.
This is I wear my sunglasses at night.
I know.
Right.
I know. That's why I said I love this song.
Okay.
I've never seen this. Did he dye his hair just for that?
You know what this is? This is my new fucking haircut.
Okay. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Getting some fucking pussy tonight. Boys, they're coming out. They all get the same haircut. They're getting some fucking pussy tonight.
That's fucking heritage.
I'm gonna find every piece of pussy that walks through that door. Alright? I'm gonna fucking find until my fucking dick falls off. Don't. Fucking skanks. Fucking skank. Fucking skanks. Fucking skank. Skanks. Yeah, this collar's popped. Because I'm the fucking man, and everyone should know it. I swear to God, when a motherfucker looks at me the wrong way, I'm starting a fight. You fucking looking at me, huh? Huh? Excuse me, sir, you have to check in. Not now, Chief. I'm in the fucking zone. I'm the fucking man. Oh! Yeah, thanks, that right? I ate breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I'm in control, baby. I'm in fucking control. Fucking protein! Where's the goddamn protein, Mom? Don't you give me some protein? Fuck! I fucking love when I get my swell on at the gym. That's because everyone should fucking see how jacked and tan I am. What? 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 Who fucking Jaeger bombs down here, Chief? Muscle milk! HGH! Protein! Power bars! I'm gonna get fucking wasted tonight. I'm gonna drink Heineken's and Jaeger bombs all fucking night. Jaeger bombs? Fucking shower.
They're fucking gross.
Jaeger bombs. Jaeger bombs. Jaeger bombs. Fucking Jaeger bombs.
Jaeger's delicious by itself.
Yeah, it is.
Clink.
Chug it. Chug it.
Jaeger bombs.
Coming soon to a
How
South
have I
Shore
never
or
seen
Queens
this?
bar near you.
That is great.
Oh wow.
How have I never seen that?
That is a classic from my youth. All a couple years ago.
Yeah, you piece of shit.
No, that was a video I used to like share around when I was in like high school and just after high school. If you couldn't tell by you could look at that video and you know that
was made
video's
in
like,
Windows Movie Maker.
Yeah, that was like 10 years ago.
2009.
Yeah, good times. That was like right around the time I started watching Team 4-Star DBZ Abridged.
Dude, that shit is the greatest. I'm so sad that they...
Wait a minute, real quick. Do you have a fucking Squirtle tattoo?
You're goddamn right I have a Squirtle
Hell
tattoo.
yeah!
Oh,
Not
with
only
the
is it a
fucking
squirrel
sunglasses
tattoo,
and everything?
yes.
You're
Yes.
my fucking boy, Blue.
And who did that tattoo?
Michael, I'm sorry, Mike. He used to work at her parents' tattoo shop.
That was Electric Art, right?
Yeah, Electric Art Tattoo
Yeah.
Company.
He moved to Georgia though, so he's gone.
Oh.
I love you, Mike, but you spent 5 hours on this tattoo, and it was excruciating.
I think Mike did a lot of my friend David.
You don't have friends.
He's not even really a friend. He's the guy we've been talking shit about that got moved to Paint too.
Oh, Dave Aveline.
Yeah. He did Dave Aveline's tattoos.
He's a
Dave would
racist.
always complain about. He's like, man, he's so good, but he takes so long.
My favorite
Takes like
out of
8 cigarette breaks.
my favorite out of that shop was John. I don't know if you ever met John Elston. What is the name
John
of-
Elston.
Yeah, Blackbird is the name of that.
I didn't graduate with him, but he was a couple years behind
He
me.
did my tattoo on my sternum,
Okay.
and it's my favorite out of all of them.
How did that feel?
It was pretty painful, but I love it. Can I show you guys?
Show the live feed.
Yeah, it's a heart, and it
It's
says we're all fools in love.
Awesome.
Dude, it hurt so bad.
We on Podcastrophe are huge fans of tattoos. I advertise my artist all the time, Erica McKinney.
Yeah, you recommended me to her.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna start my sleeves here soon.
I still want to get.
You going to Erica?
Probably.
Hopefully.
I want to get Boomhauer as fucking Super Saiyan 3. Remember when I sent that to you?
Yeah.
I still
I
want to
am
get
totally
that.
down for that.
I want to get it so
I
bad.
am all for that.
I'm
You
really
do-
fucking jealous that you have a Squirtle tattoo and I don't.
Squirtle's my favorite Pokemon.
Squirtle, when he had his fucking sunglasses, was
Squirtle
the fucking
Squad.
dude.
Squirtle
Yeah,
Squad,
fucking
hell
Squirtle
yeah.
Squirt.
I love Pokemon. I have Pokemon underwear. She bought it for me. I fucking love that
She
shit.
did.
I love that
She
shit.
Hell
says
yeah.
she did.
I love it when people
She
talk in the
speaks
third person.
in the third person.
Hell yeah.
So
Holly
Dick,
Howard says foot tattoos are the worst pain ever.
That's my awesome cousin Holly. Nice to see you here. Thanks for joining us.
I have both my feet tattooed, and it was pretty fucking rough. I think they were actually my worst.
So speaking of foot tattoos, I don't have any.
I want one.
I was gonna
and
like,
I
I
want
don't
a
think
foot
you
tattoo.
have them.
I'm
dude.
good.
Yeah,
I'm good on the foot tattoo. I just don't see a purpose for me to have one.
I want to say, how often do you wear
See,
sandals?
I want. For
Good,
the,
because I'd not be your friend if you wore sandals.
But what
Or
if I wore
flip-flops.
sandals with socks?
Oh my god, I'm setting you on fire.
Would I be a shoebie?
Thank you.
Would I be a
I've wanted to
shoebie?
kill him for months.
Would I be a shoebie?
Crocs. What do
I'd
we
be
feel
a
about
shoebie.
Crocs?
Fuck off.
I hate Crocs too.
Did you guys not watch Rocket Power?
Yeah, how was the calf?
The calf.
The calf tattoo? It wasn't that bad.
Okay,
Side
so
of or back of?
so I have a
Yes.
Darth
Oh,
Revan
I see.
from
We're
Knights of
gonna
the Old
whip 'em out
Republic.
now.
Ooh, that's
Darth
an awesome
I
fucking
love
hot
that
air
video
balloon.
game.
This
Oh,
one,
hell yeah.
John did, and line work was 7 hours. Color and shading, well, line and shading was like 7 hours. This right here was pretty bad. When he came up towards the front,
Yeah, I would
Towards
imagine
the
that
back,
the shin would
but
be
like
pretty
right
nasty.
in through here, it wasn't that bad. But
Show-
towards the front. and
Show the
back.
camera. Show the
I
camera.
don't know if I can get my leg that high.
I have
Well,
two
you don't have to
microphones
go.
now.
Just show it. Like
What?
I have
you
2 microphones
There
now.
you go. There you go. You know what's crazy,
You're
Mylika?
fucking awesome.
We
No,
got a
Goddamn
tattoo
right.
at the exact same time.
What tattoo?
I don't remember what tattoo I was getting, but whatever you were getting on your knee.
My knee.
Yeah,
Ooh, how
we
was
were.
the knee?
That was fucking brutal. I had to sit like this because my knee kept jerking.
You have all tattoos in
All
the
of my
worst
tattoos
places.
are in the most painful places. I have 2 on my ribs. One is a donut that says donut touch. One is a piece of pizza that says a slice of life. I have one on my sternum. It's kind of like a old school. It's got lipstick. It says fierce. I got my kneecap, feet. I have a saying over here. It says, "You keep me wild. My best friend has you keep me safe."
That's cool.
I got a pumpkin and a ghost and a dream catcher and then a cupcake that says "Sweetheart," and the top of the icing is a human heart that morphs into the icing.
Oh, that's
Nice.
cool.
Yeah, I don't know what I was getting when you got the
Which
the
ones
flower.
were done at the shop?
I've never been to your shop.
No?
I've never gotten anything at your
Oh, okay.
your parents' shop. I think I may have been getting this one
Oh, we
worked
were just
on.
in different
Kill
shops
switch,
getting
right?
tattoos at
Yeah,
the same time?
because I remember.
okay.
So I was just while Erica was doing my tattoo, I was just on Snapchat and you posted to your story that you were getting tattooed, and I remember I snapped you while I was getting it, and I was like, "What the fuck? We're getting tattoos!" Ah!
That's fucking great.
Okay.
Are you doing any covers anymore?
Covers, not so
Covers
much.
this dick.
I think the last cover I did was "Annihilation" by A Perfect Circle.
Great song. Great song.
It's a whole 2 minutes of Maynard just saying
Of you
the same-
whispering.
Yeah, basically. I added screams to it.
I love fucking Maynard. So
Do you guys want to hear it?
I've heard it.
Yeah, of course.
Let's throw this up on the YouTubes.
You know
of
what we need to do? We need to get together with Damien and Thomas and do an Emperor song one time, just for shits and giggles.
I don't know about me, but because I didn't learn these songs.
Well, I know, but it would be great because your style of vocals
right, here we
is
go.
amazing.
I don't know what's going on.
From dehumanization to arms.
This is shot in the Sanctum of Dicks, where we were also at right now.
Destruction, power, the law of the land. Those living for death will die by their own hands. Life's no ordeal if you come to terms. Reject the system dictating the norm. From dehumanization to arms. Reduction to hasten the nation toward its destruction.
I did like a build thing, like a build to the final screen.
I like it.
Those living for death will die by their own hand. Life's no ordeal if you come to terms. Reject the system dictating the norm. From dehumanization to arms. Reduction to hasten the
Your face is purple. That means you're inferior.
Dude, breathe.
I don't need your I bring in oxygen through my skin.
What the fuck?
Evolution, bro.
What do you think the next evolution stage would be?
I would say it's probably an ability to take in and like scrub our own toxic atmosphere.
Wait,
Like,
describe. I'm sorry.
We physically aren't going to. In my mind, it makes sense. We physically aren't going to change, but our lungs are going to adapt to be able to bring in more oxygen from the air and not be suffocated by all the shit that we're putting into the atmosphere.
Okay.
So we'll basically just be able to breathe our own toxic atmosphere.
So okay, I get what you're saying.
As far
Okay.
when you said next evolution, I figured you assumed us.
Right.
Yeah.
I never thought about it that way.
Well, I mean, global warming is one of those topics that I also have a strong opinion about, just like everything else that I've talked about this episode.
Apparently, it's not real.
Well, and
Fake
see,
news.
And that's the thing, because we jump on the fake news train and then shit on it, on the idea that global warming is not a real thing. And then if you actually do your due diligence and do research, and you look at an article or a how do I want to say it, press release that was put out by the whatever fucking major world organization that monitors that. There was a guy that left the organization and then released a statement from himself, not through any other media outlet, that all of the statistics and facts that they had been feeding the public over the last decade were made up numbers. It was all fake, all of it.
63% of statistics are made up on the spot.
Right. So, but this is an actual dude who worked for that organization, and he's like, yeah, and he was one of the front runners for the organization, and he said, yeah, dude, we've been lying to you guys for a fucking decade. This is all fucking fake. It's all government agenda. So, myself as the anarchist and the person that's constantly looking at the government and the world's government as a whole with are you really telling me the truth? Kind of, I'm not a conspiracist by any means.
I know you're not.
But if this dude who went out on his own is like, yeah, dude, we've been fucking lying to you for a long time, I'm inclined. I personally, as a person, am inclined to believe him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that is something that was not publicized by the media. It was not blown out of proportion. So, like always, do your research, form your own opinion. It is fact that the Earth goes through cycles, and
The Earth is flat.
And
kidding.
yeah, I'm gonna move to the ice wall. Actually, I want to move to the beach wall. Is there a beach wall somewhere? Because fuck the ice.
I don't know. I'll take the wall.
We talked about Florida earlier, but while you were gone.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he was like, why the fuck did you move from there?
I said, why the fuck would you come back?
Yeah, this was the entire reason.
I feel you.
And I love you so much for
I
it.
love you too, goddammit.
But, so yeah, do your own research, form your own opinions. Don't buy into the fucking propaganda that global warming is either true or bad. Form your own opinion, and then if it's something that you feel strongly about, get involved in it and do something about it.
Voice that shit.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. So we're starting to run long here. Not as long as the Cameron episodes, but
Well, we've all done a good job of
Yeah,
speaking and not
we
taking
have.
10 minutes to say one word.
Yeah, like this one time,
At band camp.
But
You
no,
always gotta throw that in there. You always have to.
Of course.
I offered earlier today. I was talking to you. I think it was either today or yesterday. When
should've been
did I
working.
offer today for you to be guesting today?
Oh, it was yesterday.
Yeah, and I think I also offered another thing to you.
Sex.
Yes, anal.
Yes. Mylika and I are also now friends.
Yes.
See, remind me.
Okay, so recently, there's been a recent development in my life. I don't know if I've talked to you a little bit about
Other
it,
than the
maybe.
fact that you and I became life partners.
That was a couple months ago.
See, this is bullshit.
It's still recent.
With
You know,
Star
I
Wars
held
The
my
Last
tongue,
Jedi.
but that's bullshit because me and Dick are life partners.
No,
I'm sorry,
Tyler
man.
and I are life partners.
Can we be a conglomerate, a polyamorous Dick Maelstrom?
Polyamorous. It's a good song.
Yes,
It's a great song. Break,
Oh,
break,
I
break.
hate that song.
it's a good song.
I hate that
I
song.
overplayed it when I was 12, so
Yes.
I hate it now.
Right.
But I really liked it when I was 12.
Yep.
I've never liked that song.
I love their first album. It's great.
I don't like Saturate.
I love Saturate.
I love We Are Not Alone and Up.
I've
Okay.
enjoyed all of them.
Okay, so
So-
back on subject. So I've had a recent development in my life. Not in my life, but okay, so my old
Hemorrhoids.
band, The Fallen Mind, has kind of resurfaced.
Oh yeah, that was okay. I'm sorry. Go on.
So Will, the genius behind The Fallen Mind,
He is so great. Will,
Oh, dude.
thank you so much.
for awesome music.
You're amazing.
Yeah, so Will, shout out to you. You're fucking awesome. You've made some really badass heavy music, and you've invited me along to do vocals for it, and I did about 4 or 5 songs with you, and that was great a couple years ago, and I had such a blast. I wish we could have done it live. So recently, within the last year, he's even sent me new songs, and I haven't written anything to
That
him.
one song that's in Drop G is fucking
Oh, fuck.
insane.
I don't know which one you're talking about because there's a
The
couple.
last one you sent me.
I'm musically retarded, so I
Same.
understand none of this.
We're on. I can push the play button, and that's
So-
all I got.
Yep, that's all I
Okay.
need to do.
Same.
Okay,
cool.
I would say our biggest hit was called Casting Shadows.
Great song.
That was my favorite song that I did vocals for. And I absolutely love that song. But recently he hit me up and he's like, "Hey, dude, I've re-recorded it, and I want to do like a playthrough video. I'm just gonna all you have to do is just lip sync." And I'm like, "No,
I don't do that.
I want
Say no.
Well, I mean, I'd still lip sync for a video or whatever, but by lip
course.
sync, I still do the full. I'm screaming while I'm shooting the video. Like
That way,
an
it's more real.
yeah, exactly. And
right.
I do that for all my
maximum
covers.
effect.
I do that for all my covers, but he wanted. So I offered. I'm like, dude, I've been wanting to kind of re-record those parts anyways because I have better equipment, I have better mixing skills, all that, and and on top of that, like I'm a better vocalist than I was when I originally recorded that. So I told him, I was like, I've been wanting to re-record that anyways, so I'm just gonna do that. So and I offered you. I'm like, hey, dude, if I can convince Will to like go live, would you want to go live? And you said, I'm kind of busy with like work and life and edges and curves. Talk about edges and curves.
Edges and curves. All right.
Real quick.
It's a band that I have recently joined, and it's a great experience.
It's not metal, is it?
It's not metal at all, in which I never thought I would be in like a softer kind of.
Which is crazy because you play a 6-string bass, which is super fucking low.
See, for me, for somebody who's a metal fan, to truly appreciate metal, you have to also be able to appreciate the regular stuff.
100% agree.
Yes.
You can't blinder yourself in
No.
one
One
genre
genre,
or
yeah.
style of music because you miss out on all the other
I
experiences.
love all kinds of music. I love rap. I like a couple country songs. I'm not a big fan of country.
Not
but...
pop country though, right?
No, of course
Fuck
not.
yeah, fuck
or
that shit.
country rap. Fuck that
That's
shit.
pop country.
Yeah,
Is that what it is?
Umbrella in... Yeah.
Well,
All
okay, so we have a lot of shit that we're going to do this summer. We're going to be playing... I believe we're going to be playing again at the Lafayette Theater. Like
Awesome.
we did last year.
Cool.
Let me
And
know when that happens. I'll be there.
I
be
am
there.
so excited.
And
I'm
I
so
won't
excited.
wear pants.
Dude, I am holding you to that.
Fuck yeah.
Like assless chaps, do it.
Hell yeah.
No underwear.
Hell yeah. I like where this went.
We may talk. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but we may talk about making a music video this summer.
Awesome, dude.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Shout out to our vocalist Cindy because she is amazing.
Wait,
at
you
what
guys
she
have
does.
a female
A
lead vocalist?
female lead vocalist.
I'm down.
She is
I'm
so good.
sold.
She's
She's
really,
so good.
really good. I'll go there, listen to the practices. She's really, really
Awesome.
She-
I haven't heard any of it. I'm very excited to hear it.
I have a hard on for anything that has a female vocalist.
We're doing a few covers. We're doing "Zombie" by the Cranberries.
Fucking
yeah.
awesome. Well, okay, so last episode we did a review. Have you heard of Bad Wolves?
Yeah, I think so.
They did a really fucking good cover of Zombie.
Yeah, they stayed really true to the
Is
original.
it kind of harder than?
Yeah,
Mhm.
I've been posting it around a little bit.
I heard it the other day. Actually, it came on.
Yeah,
it's
changed,
great.
They changed a few of the lyrics up, but other than that, it is a fucking fantastic cover.
Yeah, we reviewed that last week on Podcastrophe.
We were gonna do "Sugar" by
System of a
Maroon
Down?
5,
Oh,
and it did
I
not
was
work.
hoping System of a Down, but that works
That would
too.
be great.
been a
I would
good one,
love
too.
that.
Sugar.
With Sydney singing that though.
But anyway, look forward to us doing shit this summer. It's gonna be fantastic.
I am looking forward to
Yeah,
that.
I'm
I want to
fucking
see you
down
play
for it.
live, man.
Thomas last summer was fucking. He had his own drum solo. We've never had that.
Yeah.
And it was insane because he's like very metal oriented.
Yeah, he's a very talented drummer. I love Thomas. He's a great drummer.
I have, in my opinion, he's the best drummer in town, and no one has been able, besides Edges and Curves, been able to hear him play and appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
He's insanely good.
He is really good. I wouldn't say he's the best drummer in town, but he is really, really good.
The bassist, the drummer for Gorgasm.
Kyle Crispin.
Does he work at TC's?
I don't know.
I heard a rumor that I could be wrong, completely wrong, but I heard
Last
that,
I checked, because he was drumming for the Fallen Mind for a bit.
really,
When we were trying to go live, this is about 4 years ago.
he is so good.
Oh yeah, Kyle Christman, Gorgasm, Sarcophagy. He was a member of Human Filleted originally. All brutal death metal bands.
I got my ass kicked at that show in the mosh pit. Did you see that?
Sarcophagy?
No, Gorgasm.
Oh yeah,
When
yeah,
they played,
yeah.
I got knocked on my
Dude.
fucking
I was
ass.
Brutal.
worried. I was at a distance watching. I'm like, oh god, he's going to the hospital.
Brutal death metal can be, yeah, it's intense.
Yes, it can.
But no, Kyle Christman, he's amazing, great dude. I would say I would put him among the best in Lafayette.
Yeah.
Thomas, however, he is fucking excellent, and all that stuff we did with In Umbris, that music was so cool. I really wish it could have gone somewhere.
Me too, dude.
'Cause that music was cool.
With Damien having his kid and wanting to you'll move on with his life, I understand, but it would have been fantastic. We had something
Throwing
great.
guitars on the ground. Concrete. Throwing a
Concrete garage.
$700 guitar
You
on
don't
the
smash
concrete.
guitars on the concrete unless you got another one laying around.
Yeah, and like a $700 guitar.
He
No.
has so many guitars.
It don't matter. You don't smash
No, I would
$700
never.
guitars.
I don't think it's worth $700, but I think he bought it for like $250.
Oh really?
The pawn shop
Oh,
in
okay.
26.
See, like if I had a $100 guitar, I wouldn't throw that on the
Do you
ground.
still have that at Schecter, or did you end up selling that?
That's in the air currently. Nick Maxon is in possession of it. He said he wanted to buy it off of me. He hasn't paid me. It's in his possession, but he hasn't
Right.
paid me for it. I don't want to call him out because, like,
Pay the man.
yeah, Nick. If
God
you want to buy
damn,
it,
Nick.
buy it. If not, like, cool, you have it, whatever.
It's like I don't play it. I don't
But
care.
if not, I potentially have a buyer over here. I don't know.
I'm vegan.
I
We'll see.
actually have Damien's. He has a Ibanez Geo that I borrowed
Yeah.
from him,
Yeah.
and it plays
Don't you
great.
want a Lupe's guitar?
I have Lupe's bass that
Oh,
he's
his
let me
bass.
Lupe
play.
is fucking phenomenal.
Yes, he is. Lupe is a great guitarist.
He's the dude with the fucking giant fro, right? Or
He used to. He cut his hair.
Okay.
Dude, that guy looked like...
It's such a small world because when I was in college, like my last semester, I took a Spanish course, which I couldn't complete because I could not understand the teacher because she was genuinely Mexican.
Have you met Lupe?
No, I have not.
Okay.
However, I sat side by side with this chick. I can't even remember her name, but she's like, oh yeah, my friend Lupe, he's like an awesome guitar player, and I'm like, that's a crazy name. And I checked him out, and I was like, oh, that's he's got a fro, and I literally never even listened to him.
The dude from
then-
Quitting Cambria. That's what he
Yeah,
reminds me of.
yeah.
Oh my god!
Or
he
that football
does!
player for the Saints.
Oh,
Really
Troy
lame.
Polamalu.
49.
Troy Polamalu
Yeah.
for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah. That's the Saints, didn't I? I'm sorry. I'm not a
I just
sports
knew it
fan.
because he's the guy with the hair.
Yeah. He had a Head and Shoulders commercial for a while. But no, Lupe, shout out to you, dude. You're great. I love you, man.
I haven't heard you, but you're awesome.
We've been playing at the Fowler Theater. That's where we practice.
That's cool.
yeah,
Really?
and it's
That's
really
awesome.
cool because it's really cool to play on a stage.
Yeah.
I fucking saw Star Wars: The Force Awakens there on like.
No shit.
So did
Yeah,
I.
yeah, fuck yeah.
We might have been there.
I
at
was
the
there
same
at a
time.
birthday party. We had the theater all to ourselves.
Oh, okay, never mind then. No, definitely.
That's
not.
fucking awesome though. Either way.
That's a really cool theater.
It's haunted.
They renovated it, and they did a really fucking good job. They kept all the original seats, so it's still got the wooden seats.
It's haunted as shit.
Super fucking uncomfortable to watch a movie from, but it's just a one-screen theater, and it's really low-key and
Yeah.
relaxed. It's really fucking
I
badass.
love Benton County. I'm from there. I'm from Audubon,
Okay.
and it's just so quiet and so peaceful.
Mhm.
It's great.
All right. So
That was almost a pregnant pause.
Almost.
I dramatically paused because we're at 2 hours 23 minutes.
Holy shit!
I
Really?
know it's time flies when you're having fun.
My sixth grade teacher from Audubon used to say that. Also, another shout out, Mr. Delks. You're fucking great.
You're my boy, Mr. Dills.
You're my boy. You're my boy, Blue. So before we end this, are there any final thoughts? I'm just gonna cut it.
You're just gonna cut it?
I'm just gonna cut it. Before I'm gonna offer the floor.
You should leave this in there.
I mean, no, we are, but I'm gonna cut it and leave for some final thoughts, and then we're gonna end it.
All right.
because we're running long. I gotta piss.
I
don't wanna
have
leave
to
again.
really pee. I have to really pee.
I want to thank our awesome guests.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I want to apologize to Micah or Mylika. I said your
Alcohol.
name really
You got
awesome.
it really good one
and
time,
then
and now it's gone.
I'm belligerent. But sorry for bringing up some
No,
bad
you're
stuff.
good, you're
I
good.
didn't mean to do that.
No, you're good.
But thanks for having some good fucking conversation.
Yeah.
I was so terrified. Like,
We're
like,
my
I,
friends now, which is really cool.
I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna fucking talk about.
I told you, dude. We just fucking talk.
Yeah,
we
we
just
just
talk about
talk.
random shit.
Anytime you want me on this show, I'm here every time.
You told me that before I even started this, and and I it sucks that it's taken this long to finally get you on, but I'm so glad you guys came on.
Fuck yeah.
That's
I'm glad that you came on with him. And it
Yes.
wasn't just
Yeah,
him.
I
I
was just
wasn't
gonna sit out in the living room.
I wasn't even expecting that, but as soon as he said, "Hey, do you care if Mylika comes?" I'm like, dude, she can just fucking come on the show. I don't even care. Like
Yeah.
that's the spirit of this show.
Well,
is
we're grassroots. We're
Yes.
real people. We're not getting paid to do this shit.
Yes,
We
exactly.
like to do this stuff.
That's the spirit of the show is
Mm-hmm.
bringing people together and talking about whatever the fuck we want to talk
Right.
about.
It's been a great experience. I
Thank
You're
you.
a great
Oh, yeah.
experience.
Yes,
It's-
exactly.
it's-
People are great experiences.
it's fantastic.
You know,
yeah.
I know you were kind of like joking there, but like with this bit of seriousness, like, but people are great experiences, and I think that's kind of lost on most people these days.
Well, especially with technology.
Yes,
Right.
Like we get so engrossed in social media and shit, and we forget to just actually connect to people.
If
That's
it
right.
wasn't for social media, no offense, but I don't think this would have happened at all. Like, it was
If it
a
wasn't-
possibility.
That's
If it wasn't for social media, we wouldn't be together.
If it wasn't for social media,
Thank you,
and-
Snapchat.
If it wasn't for social media and Tinder, I wouldn't be friends with you two.
That is true.
Because I met Laura over Tinder, and I met you via Laura, and I met you via her. So
He didn't know I knew you before he knew you. He was like,
I think I knew of you at some point.
he was like, oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I
that
know
guy
this
Dick from
douchebag.
Lafayette, and I'm like, oh Dick, yeah, he's a dick. I know. He's like, you know Dick.
You know, Dick.
And I'm like,
He's the dick.
I'm like, yeah,
He is the dick.
yeah.
And I mean that in the best of ways.
thank you.
All the dicks.
You know,
Maelstrom.
When the whole bag of
dicks.
dicks came about, the first thing I thought about was Louis C.K. and his stand-up. Have you ever watched Louis? He was like, "Suck a bag of dicks," and he drove off.
Normally, I say bag of rubber dicks because I don't want anyone to have a bag of severed dicks.
Yeah, right. Okay.
So I always
All right.
specify a bag of rubber dicks.
Well,
All right.
technically they were silicone.
Right, but if someone actually had a bag of dicks,
That'd be kind of fucked up.
that would be really fucked
Not
up.
even kind of. Okay, right? Not even kind of.
Yeah. All right.
That's put the lotion on the skin
So-
kind of shit.
Bag of dicks is how we're ending it.
We're going again. Okay, so we're gonna end it.
Bag of dicks.
That's
Thank
gonna be
you.
the name of this podcast, right? Please.
Bag of dicks.
It might be.
I like it.
We'll see where it
You have my
goes.
vote of confidence.
So once again, thank you guys for listening.
You're awesome.
If you haven't already, please subscribe to Journey into Comics on Podbean, iTunes, Spotify, Google
Stitcher
Play,
Radio.
Stitcher Radio,
right.
all of that shit. Subscribe to Journey into Comics on Facebook. Subscribe to Podcastrophe on Facebook. We have an Instagram. It's Podcastrophe. Is it Podcastrophe?
I don't fucking know. I don't have anything to do with the
I
Instagram.
Look
believe
up
it's
Podcastrophe on
Podcastrophe.
Instagram. I'm sure you'll find it.
something.
Dick
You
gravy.
can, yeah, dude. We have a Twitch account. We have 2 Twitch accounts.
We have 2 Twitch accounts, so-
And that's a gamer thing, right?
Yeah,
Right.
we stream Monster Hunter currently.
I've never played that game.
It's fucking
We're
badass.
not
wanna
gonna
get
get
into
into
that.
this.
I
God
don't
damn it,
So
I'm so forward to going into that.
dude, do it.
right now, it's about every other week we stream on Twitch. We stream 2 different perspectives. So if you follow Podcastrophe on Twitch, you get to see Dick's perspective. If you follow Finnegan_McNasty on Twitch, you get to see my perspective.
_McNasty.
We're
That's
doing
beautiful.
everything together. So you check out our streams, you get to see stuff from 2 different perspectives. Check us out on Patreon. Right now we're
Yes.
doing the Road to Infinity War. every week up until Infinity War drops in May, or now April 27th.
Yep.
Fucking badass shit. But up until April 27th, you'll get one of the MCU movies interviewed per week. You get reviewed. Did I say interviewed?
Yes,
we
you
are
did.
so bad at plugs.
Oh my
and
god,
shit.
alcohol.
But
Holy shit.
Thank
you, Zombie Dust.
You get to see where Stan Lee's at. You get to get our review from every show on the network. They've all been assigned a specific movie or group of movies, and it's badass shit. For $1, you get exclusive, or you get all the shows early. For $3, you get exclusive content, and
Which
that's
includes
the Road to Infinity War.
Yeah. Amongst many other things that are coming.
And for $100, you get silicone molds of our dicks.
Yeah.
Yes.
My dick and then Tyler's
It's
tiny
free.
is free. It
Yeah.
comes with.
It's not actually tiny. It's just not giant. So I call it tiny.
I mean, I'm
Is that
above.
his nickname,
Mine's
Tiny?
not giant. For the
Sure.
record, mine's not giant.
It's a
just-
giant dick compared to mine.
No, comparatively, yeah.
It's
but-
like a baby's arm holding an apple.
yeah,
Yes!
comparatively. But in reality, it's just slightly above average.
Which neither of us are above average in height.
No, but our penises,
They compensate.
yeah.
Right. It's like a cheese wheel.
It's like a cheese wheel.
It's like
I may not touch bottom, but I will stretch out my sides with my sides. I fucked that up.
Yeah, I scrape all
Stretch
the
your
wall.
sides out, Dick? You're stretching your
I
sides.
may not touch bottom, but I will stretch out the sides with my cheese wheel. Don't be afraid.
Does your dick touch your asshole?
No. What? No. I don't.
Does
I don't
anyone
know
in
what
this
you're
room
saying.
wish
Do you
their
want it
dick
to?
touched their asshole?
I
No.
think mine might. I don't know.
I don't think so, because
haven't
someone would
tried.
make a joke at saying,
I haven't
okay,
tried
well,
in
go
a
fuck
while.
yourself.
That was a Ron White.
We're so
quote.
bad at plugs, and
But yeah,
I'm
please
a little bit drunk, so...
Yeah, please
I'm
check out
feeling
the
it.
Journey into Comics Network. This has been Dick,
I'm the drunk guy, Tyler.
I'm David.
I'm Mylika.
and please make every day a big dick day. Heritage. Bye, guys.
Woke up this morning with my dick in my hand. Girl is to the right of me, just like I planned. It's gonna be a big dick day. 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 Big dick day. It's gonna be a big dick day. It's gonna be a